Check the spreads when the distance. Now we're dropping these locks. Just the boys in the wheel to cash big. So many times it happens too fast. You trade your bankroll for glory. Don't lose your grip on the almanac pass. You must bet just to keep it alive. So the pick is in it. It's the thrill of the line. Dialing up to the challenge of the books, and the last known survivor stalks his edge in the night. And he's watching us all. The pick is in. Face to face, out on the air, hanging tough, staying sharp. They stack the odds, still we take to the square for the win with the skill to survive. The pick is in, it's the thrill of a line. Dialing up to the challenge of the books, and the last known survivor stalks his edge in the night. And he's watching us all. The pick is in. The pick is in. Rising up, straight to the top, had the guts, got the units. When the distance, no, we're not gonna stop. Just the boys and the will to survive. It's pick is in, pick is in, pick is in, pick is in. The pick is in, it's the thrill of the line. Rising up to the challenge of our rival, and the fix might be in, but we're calling it right. Hayward's almanac, Jonah, Snoopy, the fight is the fix in. Is it all predetermined? Back to the future, future's looking certain. Tune in weekly for the picks and the laugh. Sports betting expert dropping knowledge on the path. The pick is in. The pick is in. The pick is in. Pick is in, pick is in, pick is in.
What is it?
Yo, what up, Snoop? What up, baby? What up,
dude?
bro? I like your sound effects already, sir. I like that. I like that. I like that. Man, the Pick is In podcast back on Thursday night, baby. Let's go, man. Let's go. What up, Snoop? How you doing, brother?
Fair to Midland. How are you doing, sir?
I'm very grateful for whoever invented air conditioning. It's 117 outside.
Damn, is it that hot over there?
When I checked like 5 minutes ago, that's what it said. It's supposed to be forecast 119 the
I
next
wish
few
I
days.
could whistle better. I'm trying to. I can't even get it. It's terrible. That's terrible.
Gotta love that intro song, Snoop. It's our show, baby. Thursday nights, man. We got a great guest. We're gonna first hour, we're gonna chop it up, riff it about some NBA, Suns news, NFL, a little bit of Cardinals as well, and then you got some other things as well. We have Donnie Druin from Sports Illustrated, SI is what they call it now. Come to find out, it covers all things Suns and Arizona Cardinals. And then on the back end of the podcast, we're going to have Carter Kahn, friend of the show, back on. Can't wait.
You said on the back end.
Yeah.
That's where you like it, don't you? On the back end.
Aha.
Oh man, yeah, dude,
baby?
I'm excited to get into today's episode, man. There's a whole lot to talk about, dude. Hey, let's fucking get the best one knocked out to begin with, go to the phone booth podcast.substack.com. Yeah. Dude, this is the best place on the internet right here. phoneboothpodcast.substack.com. It's got all your podcast wants and desires, because you know what? Like, all these podcasts have a different story and a different tell to tale. And it's great, being a part of this network. Like, you got the Here's the Thing, the Phone Booth, the Pick is In, the Philosopher King, the Mind of Madness. Dude, I can't tell you this right now, but I may or may not have the Philosopher King coming on the podcast soon. So
What?
that's exciting for me. I can't wait to talk about that. But also, head on over and check out the merch at the phone booth podcast.substack.com. And dude, we got the Pick is In shirts. Those are sick. I want a red one. I think I'm gonna order a red one.
Red one does look sharp.
I think I want one. I want one in negro. And dude, I want them in all the colors, dude. And they're so soft
Wow,
and
I like that one
cozy.
too.
And dude, for $20, you can't beat the price. Like, that's crazy. That one looks sharp too. I like that one a lot too. What do they call that one? Natural or something?
Yeah, that's
yeah. That one's pretty tight too. Like, just the color scheme looks real tight on that one.
Dark Heather is a gray. Crazy. I like the gray ones too.
Yeah, they're tight. So, anyways, head on over there to phone booth podcast .substack.com. Get your threads from the merch section. Check out all the podcasts. And then, dude, what do we got here? What is this? Pick Us In podcast YouTube page. Never heard of it. So let's everyone go give them a follow, because they sound pretty cool. And, dude, they might just be the second best podcast on the internet behind whoever this guy is here. Was this Snoop Von Poop? Snoop Von Poop. I guess he has some podcasts, and he does some different stuff. He talks to all kinds of weirdos. And then there's Rumble pages. I don't even know whose page you're on anymore right now. So listen, just go like, share, subscribe everywhere. We're all over the internets. That's the Von Poop, Snoop Von Poop Rumble page. Just everybody go over there. Oh, there's my X page. Fuck you, X. You guys just don't do people right, man. You hide us. You hide us from the people that want to see us. What are you doing? There's Haywood's Almanac. Go follow him, even though this guy has his own almanac. I don't think this guy's read a book, but we'll get into that a little later. But also, dude, every Thursday night we are here live at what time? 8 p.m. Eastern?
That's 5 p.m. Pacific, Snoop. 5
That's
p.m.
right.
Pacific. That's right.
Sometimes it changes.
Yeah, go show us some love over there. Show all of our platforms. Go over there, subscribe, drop a follow. Appreciate all the support. Cheers to all the great people. Cheers to Snoop, and cheers to everybody.
Yeah, cheers to you, man. Cheers. Dude, what's going on, Mr. Haywood?
We got training camp started today. Exciting time. Football is underway. We got less than 50 days. Let's go. Man,
this Gatorade is so good right now. And this isn't a plug. They don't pay me. I wish they did. Gatorade, if you're watching, give me Gatorades and I'll plug you some more. I like this.
Yeah, exciting show. So we'll give you news and notes the first hour. Donnie Druin of Sports Illustrated, probably near the top of the hour. And then Carter will be on afterwards. Glad to have him back. It's been a while since he's been back on the show.
Yes.
So
I'm excited.
All right, well, let's roll right into it, Snoop. Let's go to the show's weekly betting segment. I got that pulled on up. Let's go ahead and plug that real quick. So 3-0 in the bets this week, 3 winning bets plus 90 bands. The show's record is now up to 1,157 wins and 369 losses. We're up $3,500. Let's go. Let's go. So post a 3. Keep that notice on. Anytime I drop a bet, there's a good chance it's going to hit. So another winning week here for the Pick Is In podcast. Let's go.
Let's go.
So what do you want to dive into first? You want to knock out some NBA first, brother?
I mean,
since
the NBA is a little spicy right now, a little zesty, I think is what the people say these days. Zesty? Is that the right term?
Zesty?
Oh, yeah.
So you got some, let's talk about the King, right? You got some King stuff you want to pull up? You want to get into that? What do you want to start?
You know what? So, dude, I'll tell you what. Here, let me produce this podcast for a second here. I'll pull up Adam Silver here. We have to finish up the schedule, and I can't even read this because it's not.
It's small on the screen.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up. I'll get it. We have to finish up the schedule, and where LeBron plays affects the schedule. Opening week, Christmas. So I need him to make a decision. Per Adam Silver.
So,
some more waiting game. Another week. Nothing new.
What do you think about that? Like, is this ridiculous or what? Like, one player can hold up business for this. How many billions does the NBA make? Not to mention the other conglomerates that are involved with the NBA. They're all dependent on this motherfucker making a decision right now.
It seems like every week we're talking about this. I mean, how long has it been now? And we still haven't got a decision. I mean, come on, let's get this thing going. We say it every week the last few weeks, man. Just make your darn decision and let's move on.
Yeah, and I get what the holdup is because these teams, like, they want to make their own moves and transitions, but they want to see what this guy's going to do. And I'm a Miami Heat fan, so I'm caught up in this whole mix here. But so another thing that I would like to touch on is I have a lot to say. Actually, let's hear. Let's hear what Chris Bosh had to say about this before we get into the other things I want to say about this. Are you okay with that?
Let's go.
You got a problem with that, guy?
My guy.
Oh, dude, you almost said his name right. Say it again.
My guy. Now I can't say it even close now.
Oh, you blew it. All right,
what you got?
Let's see what Chris Bosh has to say.
What does the league do while we wait on LeBron James? That's a great question. I do not know. It's been very interesting. If you watch the rest of the league, there are guys out there that have asked to be traded. There are guys out there that are still free agents. It seems like the teams do not want to go into the salary penalties of the first apron and the second apron. So everybody's kind of just waiting to see what happens because, to be honest, wherever LeBron goes,
did he say to be Giannis?
Have some championship aspirations.
He did.
To win a championship. So they'll probably go into the second apron. They'll take a chance and things like that, or go out into free agency and construct a certain team. Right now, it seems to be at a standstill because the world awaits. It's amazing how the world is waiting on a 40-year-old athlete to make his decisions. Usually it's like guys like, no disrespect to him, but
right.
Kevin Willis and Robert Parrish, if you don't know who those guys are, do your homework. Those were the other guys playing into their 40s. Even Vince Carter, as an amazing athlete as he was, still playing into his 40s. He just went ahead and signed to another team. LeBron, I mean, he gives a team championship aspirations the day that he agrees, and it'll be a big, huge thing. So it's really interesting. The league has it seems at a standstill right now. He's got to make his decision again, and the rest of the league is going to have to really fall in place. teams like the Celtics and the Sixers, they have already made their moves. But of course, as you know, the Sixers are trying to recruit LeBron as well. So, everybody just has to wait right now. It's a very interesting thing. It just shows you, I think he's really, really mulling it over. It's a very difficult decision because potentially where he goes, that's where he will finish his career. You got to be thinking like that. And again, I told you yesterday, moving family, uprooting these things, big, huge decisions, especially when you've been living somewhere for an elongated amount of time. So everybody waits, the world will wait. I'm gonna just keep talking about it until it happens. The rest of the league's at a standstill. Kawhi Leonard's not in Toronto. We'll get back into that later, but where will LeBron James go? You got to stay tuned. We'll see.
So I guess we got to stay tuned and see what's up. What do you think,
Waiting.
dude?
The waiting game. Man, it's taking forever,
Wasn't that a Chris Isaac song back in the 1900s? The waiting game?
Yeah. What? Did you hear about the post he posted and then deleted it, LeBron?
I don't know necessarily about one that LeBron posted, but I have ones that the Miami Heat have posted that I would like to get into. But what do you got? Why? You know something? Oh yes, I did see. I think you might be talking about this right here.
I got
Let
it shared.
hold on a second. Let me see if this is the same one because I want to give this guy a shout out when I
think it's
pull
the
it
same.
up. But this this was I guess allegedly posted on LeBron James' Truth social account. So check this out. And shout out to Izzy Presley, friend of the podcast. He's been on the Here's the Thing podcast. I think he's going to be maybe coming on soon again. But shout out to him for reposting this. But check this out. I guess LeBron shared this AI video on his Truth social account. So,
yo, this is our moment. We got to lock in together. I'm ready. Let's run it. No doubt. We got this. Time to make history. Together we unstoppable. Let's get it. Yeah! I've made my decision.
So, I mean, I guess he posted that on his Truth social account, allegedly.
Yeah, even the Miami Heat commented on it. It was the Miami Heat that accidentally posted, deleted, and scheduled a YouTube stream titled "LeBron James's introductory press conference." So I'm not sure if that has something to do with this post that you're talking about, or if the Heat. But I thought that was pretty interesting. And that was per Shams, and this was what 2 days ago, or yeah, Shams as well. So
yeah,
very interesting.
I have the other ESPN article here too about the Miami Heat accidentally posted then deleted a scheduled YouTube live stream titled "LeBron James Introductory Press Conference for July 27th." So we're 4 days out, and you know what? I gotta be honest. You know, I called this a long time ago, and you know, what are the odds? These leaks, all this, you know. Even Shams is talking about it.
We'll see. Hopefully, it makes a decision soon, man. It's kind of, I hate to say it, he's holding up everything for weeks now. Even the commissioner, like you said, with the post talking about scheduling. For God's sakes, let's get a deal done. Let's go. We still got players available in free agency that need to be signed still too. So,
yeah, I mean, it's just really, you know, I guess at the end of the day, it's about business. All of these guys are doing business at the end of the day. You know, even LeBron James, the athlete, is making a business decision at the end of the day. You know, so however it affects it and how it has to go down. You know, these leaks and these rumors are fun, though. You know, to talk about shit we're talking about. I'm here on the podcast. So
Hopefully, this is enough LeBron talk for a few weeks. Hopefully, on this week's.
I don't think this will be the end of it for quite a while because even if they the 27th this comes to fruition, like that's gonna be the talk of the sports chatter for a bit until football starts. But
Yo, Nick Wilcox in the comments. What up, bro? Yeah.
what up, Nick?
What
How
up, bro?
doing?
Are you at the expo right now, man? I
Forget
believe you're
LeBron's so
traveled
tired.
there. So tired of this clown. Makes three of us. Three of us. Shout out to Nick Wilcox and the Fantasy Football Homeboys. I believe he's out in Canton, Ohio right now for the expo. So shout out to Nick.
Nice. That's a good time.
So what else you got for NBA, Snoop?
I think that's it, man. That's all I got is some LeBron stuff,
Oh, leaving in the AM. All right. Well, safe travels to you, brother. Get some. Have a great time out there. The Fantasy Football Expo.
Nice.
Man, out in Canton. So let's go. I might as well share it right now since we're talking about it. So we're gonna promote them real quick. Yep, the expo is right now the 24th through the 26th. 26, excuse me. Tickets still available. Unfortunately, I cannot make it out there this year, but it's okay. I'm always going to plug them. Great people in the space, and have fun out there, Nick. Boom, boom. Let's see what we have. All right, so that's all you got for NBA?
That's all I got, man. I just got some other little funny stuff that we'll get into later, but yeah.
All right. I can go on some news if you want to pull up what I got.
Dude, look at this guy threatening you in the comments right now. You better be there next year, player.
I will. Oh, trust me, my heart wants to be there. I'm first not even thinking about not even being there, but I'll be there. So I'm glad you tuned in, man. That's awesome, brother. That's awesome. We gotta get you and Johnny back on the show in August, brother. So we'll do a futures and fantasy show. Formal invite sometime in August. And we got to get Snoop. You know what? Nick, look at Nick. He's saying Snoop should go out there.
Oh, no, I don't do fantasy football like that, man. I'm not. Dude, what am I next? What next thing? I'm buying Batman comic books or something. Like what? I don't.
Nick, stick around, brother. The Donnie Druin that we have on, we're probably gonna do it close to the top of the hour. Listen to that recording. Good stuff he spits. Talks a little Suns and talks Cardinals. Got about 30, 35 minutes with him, Snoop?
Yes, so 30 something. Yeah.
All right. Well, shoot. Let's pull it up. I got some news I want to go over for the NBA. So let's go ahead and knock this out, brother. All right. So Gary Trent agrees on a 4-year, $64 million deal to stay with the Bucks, but the NBA is investigating him on this deal. Kind of crazy. Basically, in a nutshell, he opted out and he had a career low, and there's just an investigation on. There's an exact term called prior agreement, and it's in the collective bargaining agreement. So they're investigating that. Gary Trent, man, that's big money for somebody that averaged 8 points a game this past year. But on to bigger news. This was a pretty big trade, I thought, just because of what this guy does for the Thunder. Lou Dort was traded to the Hawks in a 3-team trade. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a lockdown defender. I'm not gonna lie, he was kind of like the dog on that team. But basically, the Hawks, Dallas Mavericks, players were involved. Ryan Numbert, Zachary Resetzer, if I got that right. But 3 seconds for Lou. Dang. I'm surprised Oklahoma got off of that. Now, Oklahoma has acquired 7 second-round draft picks this offseason. They shredded $224 million in payroll and tax and positioned themselves comfortably under the second apron via the trades of Dort, Isaiah Joe, and Aaron Wiggins. So they're doing some stuff as well. Now, the Hawks now have...
you just called him Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins.
Wiggins.
Like that character from Simpsons. Chief Wiggins.
That pairs the Hawks with some pretty damn elite offenders on the outside with Dyson Daniels, and now And now Dortch, ex-ASU boy. So 3 seconds for him. That was kind of surprising. And some smaller news. Shout out to our boy Carter. The Boston Celtics and forward Jordan Walsh agree on a 3-year, $15 million extension to stay with the franchise through the 29-30 season. Boston picked up the $2.4 million option for next season and 3 years more for their second-round draft pick. So good role player there. As far as NBA stuff, that's all I got, Snoop. I do have some Sun stuff, so how do you want to roll this?
Let's get into it, baby. Let's
Let's
talk
see.
about it.
What kind of Sun stuff you got?
Nothing.
All right. Okay. All right. Let me pull it up here. All right, here we go. All right, so let's talk about a little summer league with our Suns, about some of our young players and how they performed. Kamal Mollywatch, second team all summer league. Congratulations to him, but I'll be completely honest, it should have been first team. Our boy Espo put a great take on it, saying that the NBA was just trying to put the rookies on the first team and maybe market them a little better. But he averaged 19.5 points a game and almost 13 rebounds a game with 2 blocks a game. This is most impressive. 40% from three-point line. 40%.
Yeah, that's pretty strong. That was my takeaway from it all was how well he shot the ball.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see, if he can come off the bench this year and give some good minutes. There's a chance he's going to get a lot of minutes because Mark Williams' health is a big issue.
100%. Nights that Williams don't play, man will start. So, and he's not going to be healthy. Great call there. You're totally right.
So,
Nick Wilcox, the Trent deal is absolutely sick work. I agree with you there. I agree. It's kind of for a guy I barely heard about last year to make that type of money. That's pretty crazy. But good for man. He I got the stats up for the games over the summer league. Let me see if I can pull that up here. Yeah. So, the guy's balling. 2 blocks, 4 blocks in the game, a double. But like kind of what you commented on, he's shooting the 3 ball really well, which is, dude, awesome. I think this guy is going to be starting sooner than later, Snoop.
Yeah, dude, and especially like if he can come in the game with like Koa Pete and Dunn and these other guys, I think the Suns are very underrated when they said 38 wins or whatever last week.
Yeah,
That's
38
crazy.
F wins on FanDuel. That's we talked about the end of the show.
I mean, because you asked me my guest, and I said I think I would say probably 45. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's a lot, because of the league and like we got San Antonio and Oklahoma and Minnesota and all these other teams and Golden State, and the Lakers even, but I think legit the Suns are easily a 40-win team.
Totally agree with you. At least minimum. You should have won at least 50 games last year with all the injuries, and we won 45. I mean,
Right?
For real. So, man, starting sooner than later. This guy could be an all-star very soon. This guy, the 3-point game is really one of the things that struck me. I didn't know he could shoot the rock that well. He's definitely developed that part of his game. So, and then our other young stud, Rasheer Fleming, averaged 12 points a game, 6.5 rebounds. He also shot well from the 3-point stripe. Snoop, 42.1%. So our young guys, let's go. This guy could be, like I said before, all defensive NBA type of talent. And then as far as our rookie that we drafted, Koa Pete, out of U of A, nearly 17 points, just about 5 rebounds, and shot 51% from the field goal range, Snoop. So our young players definitely did some work at the summer league, Snoop.
Yeah. They look great. I can't wait to see, especially with Koa Pete, man. I'm real excited to see what he does, with when he starts playing against NBA players, like preseason is going to be fun.
Yeah, 100%. And maybe my call on him when we drafted him is probably a little wrong. This guy's going to get minutes right away. I thought he might play a little bit in the G League, but no, dude, I think he's going to have a role right away, Snoop. Maybe not a huge role, but at least some role, part of the rotation. So trust our front office, man. I'm hearing good things about him. So
yeah, I can dig it.
now I got a little video of the Suns front office drafting Koa Pete during the war room during the draft. Let me know when I'm good, Snoop.
Good.
They're obviously fielding offers right now. When we saw an opportunity for Koa to be there late into that first round, that 28th, 29th, 30th pick, and we were ready for it. What do you think on that one?
Sacramento just took 29.
Just a little clip from the war room. Today was the Miles Bridges press conference. You hear about that today, Snoop?
Dude, wasn't it supposed to be like not today or something, and then it was the other day, and then it was supposed
I'm
to
not
be
too
today.
sure. That kind of makes sense because Ishbia wasn't there today. That kind of makes sense. Like it was rescheduled or something. Now that you're saying it, because Ishbia was not even there. That was kind of a question mark. But
Right. So yeah, what are your thoughts on that? Like, welcome to the team, Miles. But I'm excited to see what he does on the court. You know, I mean, there's a lot of distraction with his off-court issues, but I really think that he could bring a lot to the team. So I'm just trying to keep an open mind. You know, and I know there's a lot of people out there that don't even want to see him with the team just because of his issues off the court. But you I don't think that you can define a man by one issue of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I try to be fair to everyone, like, okay, so he's had a few issues here, but that doesn't define him as a person. He can still perform on the court. Let's see what happens. Because if he performs at an elite level, if all our team performs at an elite level, they could be a 50-win team easily.
agreed. I think you got the right mindset thinking about it. You got to have you have the right perspective. You got to be open minded to hopefully turning this guy's, what he did behind the camera as far as getting his life back together, and just give him, a second chance. Got to believe in our ownership. They got to know something.
And these other headlines that are coming out right now, like, aren't even really his fault. Like, they're just people that are around him, So,
Right. So excited, man. Excited for him. Let's see what he can do. I mean, he's definitely better than O'Neal and Grayson Allen. So his talent is definitely better in there. So we're going to see Snoop. But Miles Bridges with his press conference today with GM Brian Gregory, as you see there. Got a little quote from Miles Bridges. It's good having great teammates and great vets in Booker and Dillon. They've been making the process easy as well. I spent a lot of time with all of my teammates in Vegas and have love for all of them already. It's going to be easy for me to adjust to the team, and I am happy here. He also said that Book deserves a championship ring. And then Brian Gregory put a quote in that I would like to show. It was perfect for us as far as fit. The grit, the energy, the toughness that he plays with, the competitiveness that he plays with, Miles Bridges brings that every single day, every time he walks out to the court. So a little story I heard today, Snoop, that I would like to share. So Brian Gregory was talking at his press conference, today, and he talked about, I'm not sure exactly the details, but it was like late at night after the deal happened with Bridges. Bridges happened to be looking at houses already because he knew ahead of time he was going to be traded here. It was like 10, 11 at night, and he called our GM to open up the practice facility to go work out. Like, that's pretty telling, just to show you what he wanted to get to work. So just a little good sign there.
I mean, but, that's great. Let's see what it continues on because, sometimes people would do something just like that, to show initiative, to, you know, show, hey, this was a good investment. So here I am wanting to work out right away. So let me in the gym, player. You know, but we'll see. There's no doubt this guy has work ethic and talent, and he's a beast on the court. But it's how he handles his life off the court that will determine whether or not it's a success. And I really think Phoenix is kind of just in a weird market, because like there's so many wings right now on the Suns, and they're a very wing heavy team. I wish, and we've talked about it before, we would go out and get a point guard, but we're very wing heavy. I mean, Bridges, how tall is he? Is he 6'9"? Is he
6'7"? He's a big
6'7"?
6'7".
So he's a small power forward, is what he's going to be playing as, right? Or is Brooks at the 4?
No, the Brooks will be a wing. Bridges can definitely play 4. He's played for a good chunk of his career. He
But I
plays
mean,
bigger than
that's
his wing.
small. That's small, and that's okay, as long as he can perform. But I mean, he's just like another wing, basically. If we had a little more height, so
He
that's why
play.
I'm hoping. That's why I'm hoping Man can really, step up, because, like we said, Mark Williams is fragile. So I really hope Man can really come in and just fill those minutes that we need.
He plays bigger than his size. He plays he plays at the rim. He gets boards. He plays in the paint. So I think we'll be all right. I think it's a good move. Gives us some flexibility too with him being contract eligible. But Snoop, are you working the All-Star game, brother? I got something I want to post up. Did you get the call from the Suns?
I did not. I'm not at my training weight, unfortunately, so they won't have me. But what's going on?
February 19th, 20th, and 21st of the year 2027, Phoenix will be hosting the NBA All-Star Games and the facilities, three-point contest, slam dunk contest. So I was just seeing if you got the call, brother.
No, dude. I'm not like I said, at my training weight, dude. I can't even mop the floors. I'm older than LeBron.
That's all I got for some Sun stuff. So all done with basketball. Let's get into football a little bit. It's training camp just started underway. I got some news and notes I would like to go through. But Snoop, if you want to lead us off, if you have anything, if not, I can.
Yeah, dude. Let's save mine for last, because mine's kind of a weird one. So, but yeah, you go ahead.
All right, let's rock, Snoop. Let's pull it up. I got it shared up on the screen here. So Malik Neighbors is not on the PUP list to start training camp. That's news from today.
What's a PUP list, Haywood?
Basically just injured list, brother. So
physically unable to perform. Go on.
Yes. Thank you, Snoop, for clarifying. But Malik Neighbors, there's a lot of rumors of him starting on the injured list. That is not the case. So good for all you fantasy football owners out there and the Giants. In other news as well, Panthers linebacker Nick Scorton tore his ACL in his right knee in day 1 of practice this year. Today? No, yesterday. He did this yesterday. Excuse me. Damn. So that sucks. He's a pretty damn good linebacker. And then Raiders, the number 1 overall draft pick, Fernando Mendoza, has finally reached an agreement today on a 4-year, $57.2 million contract. He can now get to work. So that contract's out of the way. And then, Snoop, I'm not sure if you heard about this, but Tyreek Hill says he still has no power in his left leg after last year's gruesome Week 4 injury. No power in his left leg? He might not play. Wow.
I didn't hear that, but I did hear that his child support that he has to pay every month is something crazy, like $750,000 a month with all of his kids.
Damn. Boys, not messing around.
That's wild. So Man,
No power at
so
all.
that's a long time. Like this happened a long time ago.
it did.
Um,
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
is
So
he on a team right now?
he's a free agent.
Yeah. Okay.
Free agent.
So,
Free agent. So
we'll see if he ends up anywhere. I mean, is he as a? Let me ask you this: as a fantasy nerd, is this a someone that you should sign on your fantasy team?
bef- before the news today that, yeah, way late. Why not? It's a risk reward. You're drafting one of your last picks. Now after this news, if he doesn't have no power in his left leg. Oh, he probably isn't going to sign with the team now after this news. That's surprising. And just to say it publicly, from him, that's kind of telling. So, other injury news, Snoop. I'd like to pull up. Seahawks running back Zach Charbonnet was placed on the physically unable to perform list as he continues to make his way.
That's the pup list, David.
Yep, smart man there, sir. Zach Charbonnet. So, in fantasy, I do like him. Put him on your IR spot. The guy could have the backfield totally to himself, but you got the rookie there they drafted as well. But that's some news. That's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, right? I don't think Seattle's going to be the same team. No Ken Walker. The offensive coach is not there. I don't know. I'm just not a believer in them after believing in them last year. So, did you hear about the? Let's see here. Did you hear about the Kansas City Chiefs' new stadium, Snoop? That's getting built.
I did.
Yeah, $3 billion stadium. It's supposed to open in the 2031 season. But that's there's some new stadiums coming around. We also got Carolina just released some plans for a new stadium as well. It's supposed to be a $1.3 billion project. It's supposed to be opening in a couple years. So we got some new stadiums on top of the Bills this year. I'm sure I'm missing somebody else. The Titans are soon to be a new stadium. And then they posted some pictures today, what it will look like. I got it right here, Snoop. Right here. This one right here. So Kansas City's looks like kind of like this. But hey.
Yeah, blow up that picture on the top right there.
Let's see if I can.
Just click on it. Yeah, that one. So
cool.
This is what no, it's fuck you. It's not cool. Okay? This is what I hate is that this is what all the new stadiums they're trying to make look like. It's not too far even off of the Cardinal Stadium here.
Yeah.
It's all just kind of building off of that and looking the same, and there's no originality, no
good point,
no
Snoop.
kind
The
of
top
flavor to it. I don't like it.
The top part looks like the Raiders, Chargers, Cardinals, like the top part of it. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
They all look the fucking same. Like,
is there any news on the Bears front lately, Snoop?
Yeah, I heard something. There was a offer put up for somewhere like 25 miles southwest of where Soldier Field is. There was some plans put forward, but no, there's really no big news other than that. Like there was like another offer put forward to keep it in Illinois.
Okay. Oh man. So I think I got all the NFL news notes. I think I got some Cardinal stuff. You said you have a little bit of NFL or no?
I got one thing, man. One weird thing.
Well, fuck it. Show it, Snoop. Why not? Let's get into it.
Okay, so you know who? Have you ever heard of Puka Nacua?
Mm-hmm.
I guess he's a football player that plays for the Los Angeles Rams. Is that right?
Yes.
So I guess I don't really know the whole story, and maybe you've heard about the story before, so you can give us a little bit more before I show the picture here. But allegedly, there Puka Nakua bit someone.
Oh no! Oh shit!
Yeah.
No, I did not hear about that, Steve. Heard about his drug problem and rehab and all that, but you got
So
what do you got?
so there's been a photo released of the bite mark, I guess. And this is this is not AI or a joke or anything. I believe it's real. Polymarket Football put this out. Can they be trusted? Are they legit?
Yeah, they are.
All right. So boom. There's the bite mark from Puka Nakua on this lady's shoulder.
Damn.
That's wild. That's deep. That's
Is
deep. Like that's Mike Tyson deep,
Evander's kind of jealous.
right? What do you
Oh.
think about that? I mean, is Puka so do you draft Puka this year? Do you take a chance on him? What's the risk there? Because I mean, this guy seems to have a lot of issues off field, and I mean, Jesus, that's pretty brutal bite mark there.
Before we all knew about this offseason problems, yes, he's somebody you could count on. Injuries is his number one thing. He's always injured, but the guy when he's on the field is arguably the best receiver in football. Yeah, I'll take a chance on him. I still believe in him. His character, he actually checked himself into rehab. From what I'm hearing, he's doing pretty damn good. He's checking a lot of boxes as far as character. So yeah, I'll draft him.
From what you're hearing, what are you hearing?
No, he's just he's doing what he's supposed to. Checking with his sponsor, this and that. Not going out and about, from what I've heard. So, but you never know. Things could change tomorrow on a dime with NFL players.
Well, not just with NFL players, with anybody. Anybody can change on the turn of a dime. But yeah, that's all I got for football, man. I just saw that Puka Nakua, dude. It's exciting. Training camp is starting everywhere. With the NFL, I can't wait because I'm excited to start talking about more football, and some of the amazing people that we're going to talk to over the football season. So, dude, I'm excited.
Yeah, football's
and
here,
dude,
baby.
and then we got tonight's guest, Mr. Donnie Druin.
He's the man. He's the man. So let's dive into some football, and I got a little bit of Cardinals. So NFL, let's dive into it before the show the recording. Should I start off with mine? What you got? You got something.
I have been doing NFL. I just gave you my NFL.
My bad.
So give me your NFL part, guy.
My bad. Sorry.
Welcome to the show, Haywood.
So yesterday, the Cardinals and the Panthers were the first NFL teams to report to training camp, with all other teams reporting today. The Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals meet in the Pro Football Hall of Fame game on Thursday, August 6th. So we got some injury news we want to go over. Detroit tight end Sam Laporta, who underwent a I'm not even going to pronounce this. You say it.
You got this. You got this. I believe in you. You can do it. Go for it.
Microdiscectomy?
I like it. I think you did well.
All right, to repair a herniated disc. But he was fully cleared to practice, which is great. I'm really high on this tight end, especially with the Cardinals OC going over there. He has a history of tight ends performing well in his system, so somebody to look out for late in your fantasy drafts. And then in other news, Miami Dolphins and all-pro linebacker Jordan Brooks reached a 3-year, $51.3 million extension with $35 million guaranteed to keep the all-pro linebacker in Miami. Good for him. Good for his family. Other news, Packers and defensive line tackle, Devontae Wyatt reached an agreement on the 3-year, $57 million contract extension with the Packers. And then, did you hear about this, Snoop? Eagles running back Saquon Barkley and his family were unarmed after an attempted burglary on their home Saturday morning.
Pause. You said unarmed. It's unharmed. They were not unarmed. They weren't just
unharmed.
Not having a gun with them. They were unharmed. They were not hurt.
Did you hear about this, Snoop, or no?
I did not.
I didn't hear about it till today. I was like, what? That's
Census
crazy.
were at their home Saturday morning, according to the Tready Finn. I can't really see it.
Now you got it
Police
right.
Department.
Redfern Township Police Department. So, I did not know about that, but
Philly be wildin'.
yeah, right. Giants running back Cam Scadamoo said he's perfectly fine after failing to land a backflip at the Fanatics Fest on Saturday. I don't have a video of it. He did land very awkwardly on his surgically repaired ankle, but this guy's injury last year was gruesome. I root for this kid. He's from the Valley here. He's got good family, but he's just a really good person. He gives back a lot in the community and somebody I'm rooting for. Hopefully he can have a big season coming back from that injury this year. Yeah, that's what I got for NFL news. I got, let's see here. I got some Cardinal news, so let's roll into that. Might as well, yeah. All right.
Might as well. Yeah, might as well.
So the Arizona Cardinals have reached an agreement with a quarterback, Snoop, but it's not Brissett.
That's not percent.
Yeah, QB Carson Beck, the rookie, 4-year, $7.4 million. He is now under contract and in the training camp. Jacoby Brissett, from what I heard, he was at practice today, but he wasn't practicing with the ones per John Gambadora. I can't say his freaking name. John Gambadora. Come on, Haywood. This
Whatever, Matt. You got this, Matt.
Yeah.
Go on.
He tweeted out earlier this afternoon that the Jacoby Brissett saga seems to be close to coming to an end. He was told to take $15 million for the season and call it a day. Not sure where the Cardinals are, but that number, based on what I've been told, would get it on and finish for Brissett. So, remember that Buda Baker tweet?
Yeah, I do remember that, and so I guess that kind of ties into my question. Like, is that? I think that's a lot. Actually, I feel like that's a lot. But what do you think? Like, is that a lot of money for Jacoby Brissett? $15 million? Does he deserve that?
I'd pay him probably more than that. I would. 15 to 20. He's decent quarterback. No quarterback makes under $19 million as a starter this year in the NFL. So might as well pay him.
This is a 1-year deal, though, right? Was it just a 1-year prove it deal?
No, it's probably his last payday before he's officially a backup the rest of his career. This is probably the last time he's going to start this year. So
you just answered the question when you said that. Like, he's going to be a backup the rest of his career
after this year, yeah. But he's better than Carson Beck. He's better than Gardner Minshew. So I think they should pay him. And he's kind of lowballing his amount that he's trying to get. He's not trying to ask for $25 million. Let's get the deal done. Let's get our quarterback in camp. So I got a video of Buda Baker at today's first day of training camp talking about the cryptic tweet he talked about with Jacoby Brissett and his teammates.
Yeah, getting closer to the start of camp. At the end of the day, I want the best guys to be on the field, and I don't know if it's a competition or not competition, but just to have as much players that we can have to compete for a role, that's definitely special for me, because that's how you get better. That's how you win games, is by competing. So just getting towards camp, I'm getting a little itchy, and some things were slightly said. That's just how I am. I just want everyone to be on the field. If you're signed with the Arizona Cardinals, be on the field, get work in, grind, take it one day at a time, and whoever's with the ones is with the ones. But at the end of the day, you're only going to get better by practicing. So just the ability to have him even practicing, that's going to be good for him, because he hasn't practiced at all. So hopefully he's with the ones so I can pick him off. But, I'm just a competitor at heart.
And then he was, here's a video of him at practice. Actually, at practice today on the field. So Jacoby is there. He's just not playing with the ones. So he's there. So he's not officially holding out. I guess a hold is the right term, but
you want to play with some number 2s?
Oh, Snoop Vaughn, number 2 knows. But hey, I thought it was bro. Even it might be some conflict with the owner by him saying something about the team. Pay the dude, just get the deal done. I think it might be a good thing just to push them to get a deal done. And like what he said, he's like, you ain't gonna get better if you ain't here practicing. So come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Hopefully it can light a fire under them. But we'll see. You got terrible ownership out there in the desert. So
We do. So I love Buda Baker. And then I have the coach, LaFleur, talking about Jacoby Brissett today at training camp. Am I good, Snoop?
yep.
Still ongoing. It's been productive between us and his team, so still ongoing. But I'd say the word productive.
All right. So
Productive.
let's saying all the right words. Let's just get a damn deal done. It's not making a distraction. There's been too many other bad distractions. Like in the recording, we talked to Donnie about one of the Cardinals personnel with gambling. That's a black eye that came out this week. That article that came out. Then there was a player that got arrested on gun charges this week. There's a lot of black eyes. Let's get some positive, Cardinals. Come on, Arizona Cardinals. Let's go. Stop pissing off the fans and let's get these guys under contract. And might as well pay McBride the money he wants. I mean, if you let him walk, man, that's going to be the fans are going to riot if that happens.
They should already be rioting, man.
Yeah.
They should have been rioting. It'd be funny if somebody just, would write a letter to the Cardinals and tell them, hey, just, build your quarters on the dump down there, just across northern over there on the other side of it, just right in the dump. Just build it, because that's what it is, a fucking dump over there. It's more trash there than Puerto Rico.
Hey, my dad was right. They should have built the stadium on top of the Glendale dump.
Yep.
But I got something pulled up here, Snoop. So a picture from today from a boy Donnie. But in a nutshell, let's go over training camp practices as we did last week. Tomorrow's the first open day for the public to go for free, folks. It's get your tickets on SeatGeek. Concessions are open. They got things for the kids you can do there. It's a very cool experience. If you can't get out there Friday, they got practices Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday all next week. Get out there, enjoy it, enjoy the time with your family. And then we do have some news according to Darren Urban today, who covers the Cardinals. We got 4 players who went on the pub list, as Snoop likes to say. What's it stand for again, Snoop?
Unable to perform.
It's physically unable
to perform. Yes.
So tight end Tip Raymond, left tackle Paris Johnson and Garrett Williams, and Josh Sweat all going on the pub list, which is not good. Never want to see some of your main players, and these are some really good players we have going on pub list. So not a good start. Not at all as far as injuries, but injuries are a part of the game. It's just going to happen. It's depth is where it's at with the NFL, to be honest with you. You need depth probably more in the NFL than any other league. Do you say so, Snoop?
I think NBA you have to have some depth too, and that's what makes the Suns so intriguing. They have good depth. I think a team like the Bears has a lot of depth too. They might not be strong at certain positions, but their depth overall and their strength overall as a team, I think really gives them an edge. Red Feather Workshop says they already extended McBride. He is under contract through 2029.
Snoop, what else we got, brother?
Are you going to address that comment?
I'll pull it up again. Sorry.
They already extended McBride. He's under contract through 2029.
Was they on Bustin' the Boys talking about the contract? That's why I say that.
Yeah, I didn't think they had reached a deal. I haven't heard a deal signed, but maybe. I don't know. You're the Cardinals expert.
You're right. He signed till 2029. I think what I got my mistakes from is on the Bustin' the Boys podcast. He's talking about past negotiations, just how it's done, not current what's going on. So my fault. Thank you for pointing that out, brother.
Yeah, Hey, we ain't perfect. Nobody ain't perfect.
Right. Let's see here. So Hall of Fame's coming up, right? We've talked about the class. The great Larry Fitzgerald is getting introduced, and you always bring this up. The Hands. The Hands is like arguably the greatest of all time. The Arizona Cardinals did a 5-part series with Larry Fitzgerald as far as like just showing some moments of his career. I'm going to show the first of the 5 tonight. It's talking about Larry's hands and through his career. So you know what? Let me go ahead and get this set up here. Share screen. All right, here we go. Snoop, let me know when I am ready.
I knew my hands were pretty good at
What the heck? Why is this not showing?
5 or 6 years old.
Wow, what a grab by Larry.
It's the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
The freak show continues. How did he catch that ball?
Daggers for
Make it
hands.
full
You know,
screen.
everybody would always call me,
It won't
man,
let me
Larry
do
could
it.
really catch the baseball well, or he caught the
you
football
go.
well.
Sorry, my bad. All right, let's start over.
Oh,
Here.
there you go.
I knew my hands were pretty good at, 5 or 6 years old.
Wow, what a grab by Larry.
It's the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
The freak show continues. How did he catch that ball?
Daggers for hands.
You know, everybody would always call me, man, Larry could really catch the baseball well, or he caught the football well. So at a really young age, I always knew my hand-eye coordination was better than most people around me.
So next time you see football highlights on TV, look for Larry reeling in the catch of the day.
What a catch by Fitzgerald!
Unbelievable.
One-handed catch, Fitzgerald.
The end zone is Mr. Fitzgerald's neighborhood.
Going up to make an incredible catch.
He totally caught the ball. I can't even believe it.
I got more tackles than drops, man. I used to beg, just let me go one time. I wanted to do. I used to practice all the time. My get off was really good. I think I could have got a sack. I knew my hands were.
More tackles than drops is the biggest accomplishment I heard in that whole video.
Wow,
Like more tackles than drops. Like that's amazing.
that's crazy.
You can't fucks with that.
And to catch the fish like that? I forget, it was like a game in Seattle one year, and they did like a pre-taping of him at the fish market, the famous one, right? And
Everybody
like
does
everybody does that. So the
it.
people are throwing it.
You know who's not doing it? Me. I'm not
Oh,
fucking.
yeah.
I'm not fucking.
Well, you can't catch. Can't catch. You could throw. Can't catch. But yeah, he was catching all kinds of fish. But yeah, Larry's hands, as you always say, the best that's ever done it. Best that's ever done it.
Come on. Keep running your mouth, guy.
Oh, at least I gave you a compliment.
Can't catch.
So I think that's all I got, Snoop.
So I got 2 baseball things I want to talk about real quick, and then what? We're gonna get into our interview with Mr. Donnie Druin, and then we'll come back and we'll have a surprise guest for the folks,
That's right.
and yeah, that'll be fun.
All the people out there, give us a comment. Thank you for all the likes. If you guys want to repost, support the show, that means a lot. Me and Snoop really, really appreciate it. If you're on any other platforms, so I think we're YouTube, all the stuff that we showed at the beginning, just drop us some. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, drop by, say what's up, like, a share, a subscribe, anything, any little bit helps us get in your algorithms, because that's where we want to be. We're not trying to get in your pants, we're trying to get in your algorithms. So just subscribe and share it with your friends and tell everybody about the best damn sports podcast on the internet. But dude, all right. So, I'm not much of a baseball guy, but I got a little bit of baseball here that I want to bring up. This poor guy right here, man.
Oh, shit.
Joshua Kurada Guerrero. I don't know how to say his name. I sound like you trying to pronounce names tonight. Suffered a ruptured testicle from this foul ball. Okay, so not only did this guy get hit with a fastball to the old Huevos Rancheros, but he hit his very first home run right before this. So imagine the thrill of just hitting your very first home run as a Major League Baseball player for the soon-to-be Las Vegas Athletics, and then the next time at bat you get a ruptured testicle.
We have a group thread in my baseball fantasy league, and we're talking about should this be scored as points or negative points for that player? But yeah, hits a home run his first, and then ruptured his testicle. Holy crap, man, that sucks. Oh, fuck that.
Shout out to our friend Toad. He made a post. He said something like one ball, one strike, and I go, and one out. Like, dude, shit. That's like the worst injury in the world is the ball sack. Ugh, I'm getting uncomfortable just talking about it.
What else you got?
So we'll lead into the interview with a little bit of a high note here. Out of Chicago, Illinois, Michael Bush just cranked a solo shot caught by guess who caught the ball?
Who?
Take a guess.
The Sausage King of Chicago.
Abe Froman was not at the game. Did not catch the ball, but I'll give you another guess.
You got me. Who?
He's a World Series champion with the Chicago Cubs.
Who? All right, so somebody, an ex-player, obviously.
Donnie Rizzo. Anthony Rizzo caught the home run. Can you believe it? Let's watch it.
High fly ball, right field. That's back towards the fellas. Go! Come on! There it is! We love
Oh,
it!
shit, it is
You
him.
gotta be kidding me! No way!
Yep.
High fly ball, right field. That's back towards the fellas. Go! Come on!
With holding his son in his arm.
Yes, we love it! You gotta be kidding me! No!
That's rude, Haywood. How dare you assume his child's gender? We don't do that here at the Pick Us In podcast.
Props to holding this kid. That's
how
pretty good.
amazing is that, though? What are the freaking odds of a World Series Chicago Cubs champion? First of all, there's not many of those alive, and catching the home run ball at the game. I mean, that's amazing. That's just something like, I don't know if you could plan that. You know, we talk about, you know, the fix being in and you know, anomalies, if you will, within the game. But damn, like, can you anomalize that?
That's pretty nuts.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. He was a great player.
But the cameras were also right on top of it too, and knew where to go and followed it just right. I don't know. Maybe they're just good cameramen. I don't know. You know what I was thinking, dude, is I should probably have my friend. I have a couple of friends in Vegas that are cameramen for like the Golden Knights, and like they were just doing the NBA stuff up there too, like some other ones. And like I should have them come on,
yeah.
talk about some stuff.
Yeah. Talk about like what they do, like behind the scenes, and what's it like to be a cameraman in a sport.
These are guys that I went to the same high school with, and like I've known them, you know, since just after high school. I don't think I knew them during high school, but I knew them, you know, right after high school. I worked with one of them at Champs Sporting Goods. You know, this
love Champs. Love Champs. All right, what we got? We got anything more?
That's all I got for baseball. I got some hockey that I'm going to talk about in the last hour when our boy comes up, and it'll be funny.
So we're going to get to the recording. Donnie Druin of Sports Illustrated. We talk Suns, talk Cardinals. We get to know him a little bit. Good conversation that we had with him. Stick around, watch.
Yeah, he was cool as hell, man. Like I always enjoy a good conversation, and he was definitely that. So
He was 35 minutes. Pop one open, get your popcorn out, and come back. Join us in the last segment as we'll have Carter Kahn from Odds Are Podcasts, friend of the show, back on, and a little bit of Suns history with Snoop and Haywood.
What did you say?
That's right. Anybody can name that singer? Comment. All right. We're here in the Pick Is In studio. We got a great man up in here, Snoop, a member of the Professional Football Writers. Excuse me, a member of the Professional Football Writers of America organization. He covers all things Arizona Cardinals and all things for the Phoenix Suns on SI. The man, Donnie Druin, is up in the house.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. How everybody doing? I was told that we cheers here, so my drinking choice today is going to be just a natural little ghost energy. So cheers to the boys. Let's have a great episode,
Cheers.
man.
Cheers, man. Hell yeah, freaking our guest leading off with the cheers. I love that. I love that.
Wow. That might be a first.
Yeah, actually is. Actually, I think it is. Donnie, man, it's great to have you. I connected with you last training camp. Man, I love your work. You do a bunch of great work over at SI. How long you been with SI covering the Cardinals and covering the Phoenix Suns?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for the kind words. I do really appreciate that. Coming up on 5 years, full time, 6 years in total with SI, kind of just doing the thing out here in Arizona. I was born in Pittsburgh, grew up in Louisville, Kentucky, and moved out here in 2012, and I've been out here ever since. And I have a really cool job. I get to work with really cool people, get to talk to really cool people like you guys, and it's a blessing, man. But yeah, you're number 5 full time coming up for me.
Okay, that's awesome, man. From Pittsburgh, and that's where you're born and raised?
Yeah. Born in Pittsburgh, moved to Columbus, Ohio for a little bit, then moved to Louisville, Kentucky. I lived there in 7 years in Kentucky. Moved out here in March of 2012, and I've been a desert boy ever since, and I love it. This is my favorite place I've lived by far.
Yeah, dude, love it out here. Love it out here. You play any sports growing up? Are you play soccer?
I love soccer. Yeah, I used to play recreational soccer. I've gotten a little busy with work, so I haven't been able to do that here in a minute. But yeah, no, I love playing rec soccer. I played football growing up too. Did a little bit of wrestling, but I wasn't all that good. Played t-ball, and after I struck out in t-ball, I'm like, this probably isn't for me. So stuck to the gridiron, kept the football helmet and pads on, and yeah, I played football all throughout high school. And once I realized I wasn't growing past 5'9", I wasn't getting my mom off the hood. I'm like, okay, like what's another way I can stay involved around the sport? And I was a really good writer, and so I'm putting 2 and 2 together, and now here we are.
Wow.
Awesome. Snoop and I, huge Suns Cardinals fans. I'm born and raised here. First game was in to September of '89. My first training camp was in 1990 up in Flagstaff. So a long time.
Wow.
Old school throwback. Go ahead, Snoop.
Just to be clear, I am not a Cardinals fan.
Okay.
I'm a Bears fan.
He's a Bears fan, but he's a Suns fan.
I am a Suns fan. That I
Important
am.
distinction. I get that.
No.
Snoop was a ball boy for the Suns in the mid '90s. Pretty cool fact. So he's one of my best friends. My brother started this podcast game last September. Been on social since last year. Didn't really push at all in my sports brain. It's because of this guy right here. This guy right here is like, you need to do something. So we got a podcast. It's growing. Have fun with it. Yeah. Snoop's a Bears fan. He's got a great team up there. But how long you been covering the Suns? That's something new to me. I thought it was only Cardinals.
Yeah, so I actually started covering the Suns first. I got the Suns job. Oh wow, I'm gonna throw you guys. My first game covering the Suns was the infamous Luka Doncic game in downtown Phoenix in that playoff series against the Mavs, where they came back from a 2-0 season series deficit, and they ended up winning. My first game was covering that Luka, was it like 40, 50 burger, whatever it was, to knock the Suns out of the playoffs. So that was May of 22, I believe, because that was the year after they went to the finals.
Yeah, I think it was the 49-point triple double game that they had against us that you're talking about. And man, yeah, that's cool that you've been covering the Suns, man. We need a championship. I think the Suns are doing good things. What do you think about the Suns off season? How do you think the direction? We will get it, buddy. We'll get it. We'll get it one day, man. What do you think of what they've done this summer?
they didn't really have a lot of like marginal ways to improve. So I did like how they got fairly good contracts for guys like Colin Gillespie, Jordan Goodwin, Mark Williams. Koa Pete seems to be a really awesome guy, just based off of what we've seen in summer league. Also, you don't want to get your hopes too high up, given the talent with them. But no, I thought they did okay with the ways they can improve. I'm still kind of like wishy washy on the Miles Bridges trade for a handful of reasons, but the Suns are in a weird position because I don't think they're ever, at least right now, going to be able to put themselves up with like the San Antonios or the Oklahoma Cities. But you still need to find a way to improve. And I think making the playoffs was a very good step forward last year and kind of shocking the entire NBA world. And I think the next step is kind of like going a little bit deeper in the postseason. Maybe taking a playoff series or two. So there's hope that continuity and health can do that, but ultimately, I guess we'll see. But everybody seems to be firing on all cylinders. I mean, Matt Ishbia has really kind of taken the next step as an owner. He's, for my money, the best owner in Arizona sports. Brian
Agreed.
Gregory seems to be
Agreed.
he seems to know what he's been doing. It's really hard to hate what the Suns have done, but they haven't been able to do a whole lot of anything except retain their own guys.
Do you think we'll see another move, like a mid-season move, maybe, maybe possibly moving on from Jalen Green?
Yeah, I think the Jalen Green talks are valid in some senses. What I do think is, I do think the Suns want to see what a healthy and dynamic Jalen Green, Devin Booker backcourt looks like before really pulling the trigger on any trades, because you saw the flashes of it last year. But unfortunately, kind of both of those guys battled injuries at like different points of the
Yeah.
season. You never really got to see it come to fruition. Jalen Green had an up and down season in his own rights. I mean, we saw what he looked like with Devin Booker, and then whenever Booker was out and Green was tasked to kind of be the number one scorer, you kind of saw the Houston Rockets Jalen Green experience, where he'll get you 30 points on 10 of 45 shooting, or something crazy like that. So. I do think trading Jalen Green isn't completely out of the picture, but I do think the Suns just want to see what they have in Green before they move off of an explosive 23-year-old guard.
Yeah, like we've talked about before. Like how many minutes did we say it was, Haywood? Like the big three, Jalen Green, Booker, and Williams only played,
And
or
Brooks,
Brooks. I'm sorry,
yeah,
and
Brooks, yeah.
a
they
total
only
of
played
like less than 20 minutes.
30. It was like 32 minutes, like all four on the court at the same time this year.
Like that's crazy. So we still haven't seen that. And the other thing that I heard recently was that they're not going to do point book. So I don't know. Does that mean Jalen Green is going to run the point? I mean,
I think we're kind of in an era of like that quote unquote positionless basketball, right? Where
yeah,
there's not
I hear
like
that a
a
lot.
bona fide point guard, but like there's still got to be somebody that brings the ball up the court and organizes the offense, right? And I think when you think of Devin Booker at his best, at least for me, I think of him playing off the ball as more of like a natural shooting guard, and I think like he operates best when like he's only tasked with getting downhill and scoring. Not that Devin Booker is a bad facilitator, not that he's a bad point guard. I just think Devin Booker's best suited and maximized as that kind of like true classic number two. Hey, like go get a bucket, let somebody else organize the offense. And I think Jalen Green isn't like Chris Paul by any stretch of the imagination whenever it comes to running the point. So they're kind of in no man's land. They banked on athleticism and scoring, and there's not a whole lot of like just traditional point and setting up the play. You get that with Colin Gillespie, but I mean, do you bench Jalen Green for Colin Gillespie just for the sake of having a quote unquote true point guard out there? Like there's just tough conversations that they're going to have. And Jordan Knott's going to be entering his second year at the helm. And I think with a little bit of sample size, we might see like a little bit of different thinking with him too.
Great point with the second year with the coach and the coaching staff. Board thing's going to come, together a little bit more, especially for the younger cats. New system, new coach. Like a Dunn or an Oso, especially Dunn. It seemed like he didn't take a step up forward. It looked like he kind of stayed even kill. But yeah, second year. Jalen Green. I've said this before. His value is not going to be higher than what it be when he performs and plays. Health. 33 games last year. We're not going to get the full max of what we can actually get from him. And I love the direction we're headed as far as what we're doing. We got a great owner. We got a plan. Our young nucleus is definitely the key to our success in our window in the next 3 to 5 years. We get our guys to grow and take that next step up. Fleming, Koa Pete, Man, all the younger cats that we got. I think we got a great future, man.
I was gonna say, and that's the hope because I think you guys are probably in the same boat as I was. I looked at that team before the season began last year, and I'm like, I hope they win 20, 25 games. This is gonna be bad, and it turned out to be fun. Like they turned out to be a good basketball team, and you look at all the young pieces like you already highlighted, like Malawatch, Fleming, Koa Pete. Like Oso, like all of those other guys. Hopefully, Dunn can find his footing in his third year. There's a lot of like exciting young pieces to build around Devin Booker, who's like still very much in his prime. Still got good basketball ahead of him. So I think there's a lot of reasons to be excited for your Suns fan. Absolutely.
What was the over under they set last week?
38 and a half, Donnie. That's a
38 and
slap
a
in the
half.
face. That's money, baby.
Wow.
That's
Wow. I didn't
money.
know they're putting money on the floor nowadays. That's crazy.
Yeah. 38 and a half. What did we miss? 150 games plus with injuries last year, and we still won 45 games. We knocked that number down. We could easily see 50. And I think we have improved a little bit this year. So
I was gonna say I think we improved, and we at 45 wins last season, and you're not gonna set a 40 or 41 at least. I mean, come on, that's low.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Vegas is thinking. The hope is that everybody can stay healthy, and even with all of the injuries that they battled, even with some of those like gut wrenching losses that they had to endure, they still
Yeah.
almost hit 50 wins. And so yeah, I think if Jordan Knott and everybody else can just take that next little step, I think the Suns are going to be a damn good basketball team next year. Absolutely.
actually, I was on the other side. I thought a lot of people were sleeping on us last year. One of my futures bets on the show was the Phoenix Suns win total of 30.5 wins or 31.5, one around there. I was actually very optimistic about last
so you
year.
need victory laps by the All-Star break.
Yeah. But let's roll into Cardinals talk. I'm trying to respect and what time you gave us. Thank you so very much. I got something I would like to pull up, Snoop. Training camp, you report tomorrow, I believe. Correct, Donnie?
Yeah, so they report Wednesday, and then our first day of practice is going to be Thursday, which is closed to the media. Yeah.
Correct. Close to the public. First open practice to the public is Friday. We got practices Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, July 31st, August 2nd, August 3rd, August 9th. I will be there next Tuesday and next Wednesday, so I would love to meet you in person, brother. But talk about you covering the Cardinals. What are you looking for? Are you excited to go into camp? You've been covering 2018, you said, correct?
2021 was my first year of
Excuse me.
Cardinals football.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
What do you think about a few questions? Off season, how they did. What are you looking forward to going into camp?
Yeah, this offseason I think was more like a eat your vegetables kind of offseason. Nothing crazy, nothing overly exciting for a fan base after you fire a head coach who went 3-14. You moved on from Kyler Murray, and for a team that tries so hard to get some goodwill going, it just feels like it's a one step forward, two steps back organization where it's like, okay, this something good happened. Oh, X, Y, and Z happened. So let's knock us back a couple of notches. I'm a big fan of Michael LaFleur hire. After I essentially knew they weren't getting like Robert Saleh or any of the other like top guys, LaFleur was my guy. I thought if you were going to take a swing at the plate, Mike LaFleur is a potential home run. First time head coach. I know people have concerns about him as an offensive coordinator with the Jets a few years ago, but getting a guy from the McVay and Shanahan tree, like the unique football minds that he's learned under and had success under too, frankly. I think that there's a lot of hope that he can take a very stagnant Cardinals offense and potentially turn it into like one of the top units in the league once they eventually get a franchise quarterback in place. So, a lot of just it's not sexy, but like it's going to get you in the right direction. That's kind of been my whole like viewpoint of the Cardinals offseason. They're not planning the Super Bowl parade anytime soon. They're not going to be divisional champions anytime soon. But I do think this offseason was a ugly but needed step in the right direction for them.
Yeah. Moving on from Kyler, paying him all that money to leave is pretty telling. You've been covering the Cardinals for a little while now. Give me your thoughts on what you see. Can he turn it around? Has Kyler got it mentally? Is he that type of player where he can actually take that next step and be everything his ceiling's supposed to be?
Yeah, Kyler is one of the most polarizing guys I can remember covering in the NFL. Because you look at the talent's so obvious, right? The potential is very much there. But for whatever reason, it just didn't work out here. I do think a little bit falls on Kyler's shoulders. I do think a little bit of that falls on the Cardinals' shoulders too. Because I think there were years where they didn't necessarily surround him with like the best people, whether it be on the coaching staff or the roster to succeed. But then you look at Kyler and like who Kyler was as a quarterback during his time with the Cardinals, and it was very inconsistent. There were times where he looked like a top five quarterback in the NFL, and there were other times where he was a mediocre quarterback at best. And like the athleticism elite, the playmaking ability elite, but the ability to manage a game and to take yourself out of it, because there were times where he tried to play superhero ball and he tried to will the Cardinals to wins, and it just ended up in turnovers and just ended up in a lot of poor overall quarterback play. So it was a tough bullet to swallow, but it was one that they needed to, absolutely. I do think, to answer your question, I do think if there's one offensive mind in the NFL to maybe maximize him, it's going to be Kevin O'Connell. It's going to be a superstar receiver like Justin Jefferson that can kind of get him back. I think they can make the playoffs. I think they can win a playoff game. I don't think they're Super Bowl contenders, but I think Kyler's a capable guy, but he's also a guy who's talented, but also needs the right players around him and the right coaches around him too.
Well,
Go
there's
ahead, sir.
also the factor that there's the new Call of Duty video game out, and I think that, and as funny as this is, I think that plays into a big part of his psyche, and he gets distracted, and he's not going to focus on the field. It's, I think, a little bit of what happened here in Arizona.
Is that a problem in house with him? Is that an actual real problem, and why that got put out in public?
No, the homework clause was telling for sure. I think that was the Cardinals just trying to like do their due diligence, and just in terms of like checking off the boxes, but that's not a regular thing included in quarterback contracts. And why was there a need to include that? Obviously, the Cardinals felt some sort of reason or way to include that in his like $230 million extension. I can only speak to the experiences that I have personally. Talking to players in a locker room, he was very dialed in. Trey McBride just went on the Bustin' with the Boys podcast and said that Kyler never talked about video games or Call of Duty. Kyler was pretty respected in the Cardinals locker room. Obviously, there's going to be a handful of guys who didn't like working with him. But just from my conversations with Kyler, I never got that impression. I've always known him to be a guy that was always in the facility, always trying to work, always trying to win. And I think that's like a very overlooked thing with Kyler is that like his desire to win is second to none. Obviously, the Call of Duty jokes are always going to follow him. The short jokes are always going to follow him. But I do think he wants to win. But whether he's capable of actually doing it or not and taking a franchise to that next level, obviously remains very much to be seen.
Where we stand with Jacoby Brissett? Are we going to get a deal done?
You kind of have to, right? I mean, if you're going to name him the starting quarterback early in the offseason, and he's got 1.5 million guaranteed on his contract, and you're going to have him be your starting quarterback, you kind of have to get a deal done with him, right? I mean, if you're serious about winning and trying to keep jobs in 2026, I don't think you want to roll out Gardner Minshew or rookie Carson Beck week one. But that being said, like I don't think they're very tied to Jacoby. Obviously, he's entering the final year of his contract. Say what you want, but like he did go 1-11 as a starter last year. Granted, those losses weren't all his fault. And he didn't quite lose the Cardinals games, but he's also not a guy who's good enough to win the Cardinals games like on his own. He's a game manager quarterback. He has a good rapport, Trey McBride and Michael Wilson. The locker room seems to support him. Michael LaFleur really seems to support him too. So I do think a deal is going to get done. Exactly what that number looks like, I'm not super sure. I would have guessed that they would have given him just like a handful more $1 million guaranteed and just kind of threw him that bone. I don't know what kind of money he's asking for if it's taking this long for a deal to get done. But I mean, certainly he's 33. I think he's trying to maximize his last payday before he kind of takes on a backup role somewhere else at the end of his career. So I get the thinking, I get why he's doing it, but I also get the Cardinal side of it too. And I get why a lot of the fan base is frustrated with him.
100%. And Buda Baker tweeting, supporting his teammates. From your experiences, I don't mean to put you on the spot, Donnie. Working with the Cardinals, do you see
Yeah.
good things from their organization? Is there a good environment there with their players? What do you see? What's your take on how that goes with negotiating? Because we had the same problem with Buddha at first, right? We lowballed him on an offer, right, and they ended up being like the highest paid guy at his position at the time of the deal. What's your take? Give us your take on that.
Yeah, I think just in terms of the culture, whenever Jonathan Gannon took over, the locker room wasn't really in a great place. They were coming off the Cliff Kingsbury era. Kingsbury never really had like a good grasp on that locker room. For the success that they had with Kyler in his rookie year, and then that first initial run through the 2021 season. Cliff never really kind of had like a good grasp on that locker room. It was a lot of veteran kind of like post All-Star additions where you're trying to get like sort of big name players to the desert to try to make another run similar to like 2015 or 2008. And it's just never like worked under Cliff. And I think for Jonathan Gannon, for as much losing that did happen under his belt in the 3 years that he was here, I do think there's something to be said about the way he was able to kind of shift that culture and that identity. I do think the locker room is in a good place, thanks in part to Jonathan Gannon before he was fired. I think in terms of contract negotiations, I do think they're in a good place because you look at what Monty Austin has been able to accomplish since he's been in Arizona. I mean, he's handled big deals for guys like Buda Baker, for guys like James Conner, for guys like Trey McBride. He's shown a willingness to negotiate and pay those sort of players the type of money that they deserve. I guess the big question here, whenever it comes to Jacoby, is what kind of money does he deserve? And that's kind of like the fine tuning because there really hasn't been a situation like this in terms of quarterback contracts where like it's so obvious there's a veteran guy who's entering his final year that's not going to be back the following year but wants more guaranteed money and has kind of already been presumed a starter because if you're the Cardinals and you're like, hey, this is an open quarterback competition, I'm not so sure Jacoby Brissett is going to want to hold out for all of these extra millions of dollars. If you were serious about starting Gardner Minshew or Carson Beck from the get go, I don't think Jacoby's going to be doing this. But because you told Jacoby months ago that you're the guy, and because you insisted that you want him to be the week one starter, now you kind of put yourself at a disadvantage. But no, the Cardinals. I don't think they're in like a bad spot. Obviously, negotiations are negotiations. You know, one person starts high, another starts low, and you meet in the middle. It's kind of just how things work. But like ultimately, like I do think they do a pretty good job of taking care of the guys who deserve it.
Donnie, do you play fantasy football?
I do very, very begrudgingly. It is the bane of my existence for much of the football year. It's a roller coaster that I hate, but I get on it every single year. But I do.
Okay, okay. I'm going to roll into the next question with this from a fantasy football lens.
Mhm.
Michael Wilson or Marvin Harrison Jr.? Give me your takes. Who's the better player, and what do you see?
Ooh, I think starting out, I'm gonna go Michael Wilson because I've seen Michael Wilson produce on an NFL field. I haven't seen Marvin Harrison Jr. produce.
Yeah, what's it? What's
I
up with that? What's going on with there? He's got the pedigree, Hall of Fame background, right, with the bloodline, right? You know, third overall pick, correct? And he's showing flashes. Michael Wilson showed us something last year. I think he's the better player. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead, continue.
no, you're good. Michael Wilson, I think, just never had an opportunity. I think through his first 2 years in the league, he just never had like a lot of balls come his way. But I was always high on him. I always thought he could be a playmaker whenever the Cardinals needed him to show up. He did, and I think
Ah,
Marv, you've seen the flashes with him for sure. You've seen that number four overall pick talent kind of come through, but not consistently. You've seen a lot of mental lapses too. You've seen a lot of mishaps, and you've seen some misusage too. I mean, you can argue that like Drew Petzing did not put him in a lot of
yep.
positions to succeed during his first couple of years, and I think that's why this is such a big year that everybody's looking for. With Michael Fuller coming here, the Rams and the 49ers, whenever LaFleur was with those respective organizations, did nothing but scheme receivers open. It's like, okay, you know, if Marv's going to get a lot of those same opportunities, there's really going to be no reason for him not to produce. And I think it's really entering like a make it or break it year for Marv because if Michael Flora can't unlock him, he's gone through two different play callers at that point. If Marv just really hasn't been the guy, I think we've seen all we need to see.
So Michael Wilson over Marvin Harrison in your fantasy football drafts, everybody.
I
Right?
think so. I
Okay.
think based off of ADP and where those guys
Okay.
would be going, I think so.
Okay, talk about the running back room, what everybody wants to keep talking about. Nationally, they don't understand what we went through last year. Everybody in the room was hurt. Yes, we drafted high capital with Jeremiah Love, a lot of money going there. We got 4 backs. Do you see possibly a trade, a cut, the health of Connor, question mark coming in this season? But people got to understand, we were signing guys off the streets last year, late last year. So the running back room as a whole is something that we focus on, targeted, and definitely improve. What do you see there in the running back room?
It's a stacked room. It's a room where there's a lot of bodies. And for a Cardinals team that suffered a ton of injuries at that position last year, that's a good thing. That's a very good thing because you never know when somebody's number is going to be called. Football is a brutal game. Running backs take a brutal beating on a week to week basis, and to have a very deep room like Jeremiah Love, like Tyler Algier, like James Conner, even Trey Benson as your RB4 and Bam Knight as your RB5. I think that's a very good thing to have. But that being said, you're not going to keep 5 running backs. You might not even keep 4 running backs. So the I guess issue there is like you brought in Jeremiah Love and Tyler Algier on like pretty fairly solid respective contracts. They're going to be your 1A, 1B. That's kind of like a foregone conclusion at that point. James Conner restructured his deal to stay with Arizona for 1 more year. You know what you're getting out of a healthy Conner. He wasn't practicing on the field during mandatory minicamp or OTAs. He was still rehabbing. TBD on if he's going to be ready for training camp or not with that foot injury that he suffered in week 3 of last year. But whenever James Conner is healthy, I think he's a solid, steady veteran presence both on the field and in the locker room as well. And then you kind of get into the gray area. Is Trey Benson the former day 2 pick? Is he a guy you still want to have on the roster? He's been very up and down through his first 2 years in the league. Battled through injuries, but even whenever he was healthy, it was very, very hit or miss. And then you have Bam Knight, who like, showed some stuff in preseason and is a fine rotational back who can maybe play special teams. But other than that, you're kind of splitting hairs at the RB4 spot whenever you're trying to decide on a 53-man roster. So there's a lot of questions that are going to have to be answered. I think if you're making me predict right now, I might go out on the limb and say the Cards might try to trade Trey Benson before cutting him. But if teams know they're going to cut a player, why are you going to trade a late round pick for him? So that's always the catch-22 whenever it comes to NFL roster maneuvers, especially whenever it gets close to cut day. But that's going to be room to watch for sure. Absolutely.
Real quick, what's going on with the Ryan Gold situation? Can you tell the folks at home maybe a little bit? I know you wrote an article over SI. Just what's your take and what you heard and what's going forward?
Yeah, that's crazy.
The sports,
I
yeah,
did not have that on my bingo card. Here we are, and yeah. So essentially, Ryan Gold is a Cardinals executive who was leaking picks for betting purposes during the Cardinals draft, and his attorney came out with a statement and said, "Hey, that wasn't him. His wife was the one gambling." Um, either his wife is one of the best gamblers of all time, and she's really missing some money not betting on the sports books, or that might be a cover up. Who knows? They still have to let the investigation pan out. From my understanding, he's going to be suspended indefinitely for a while if the Cardinals don't decide to just outright fire him. Wow, that is
yeah,
all I had to say. That
yeah,
I tried to take the day off whenever
right,
that happened, and I remember being out and about.
right.
I was at IKEA with my girlfriend actually, and I saw the thing pop up on my phone, and I said, "Wow!" Like, and of all things to break, of all things to come out from the Cardinals after a very interesting offseason, to put it lightly, wow, wow.
100%. That rolls me into my next question. Right now, FanDuel's got the Cardinals. We do a little bit of betting here at 3.5 wins this year, the lowest in all of the NFL. Donnie Druin, give me a win total for the 2026 Arizona Cardinals.
Ooh, can I take the over on that? Because I think just the sheer poor injury luck that they had last year definitely factored into a couple of those losses. I don't think they take a step back with Michael Floor as a head coach if everybody stays healthy. Um, mm, I'd say minimum 4 wins, maximum 6. I think they're kind of in that window right there.
Totally agree. I think 3.5 might be just a little bit too low, even for how bad of a team we
Hey,
could possibly
just a
have.
little bit. Like that's bad.
Right.
That's
If it's
very,
four and a
very
half,
low.
I'd probably stay with her, but 3.5 is kind of enticing to put some money on the over because 3.5
Let
is pretty damn low.
let's parlay that and the Suns win total over there. Let's hit that.
Yeah.
Let's hit that.
I love it. I love that. I love that, baby. So, hey, I want to, Snoop, let's pull up his X page. I got his X page up here. Everybody at home, if you're a Cardinals fan, go follow this guy. He's got great content over there covering the Suns and the Arizona Cardinals on SI. And then over on SI, check out all of his articles. He posts pretty constant, has some great stuff. Go give him a follow. Go give him some love. And, yeah, just want to, hey, we'll drop your socials during the recording, Donnie. But yeah, go give this guy a follow. He's a great man. What song, I know you're a music guy. What are you
Yeah.
rocking? What are you vibing with this morning? What's been your vibe this morning on music?
That's a great question, my man. Can I throw you guys an absolute curveball here? And I
Yeah.
mean just like absolute curveball. I'll go Fernando by ABBA. I think it's probably my vibe of the day today.
That's a curveball, all right.
Yeah.
I thought he was a
Knees
baseball
right there.
player.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bad. So Snoop has a podcast called "Here's the Thing." It's another podcast. He has a lot of experiences in the rock and roll industry, so we're kind of like we love all kinds of music, but rock and roll and metal is our go-to. So I know you're vibing. You're especially at camp or like game day. You'll put like a video with like a food and just start the day off. I love your content. Keep up the great work, and I'll DM you. I want to meet you at camp, brother.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Be sick. I hope you had fun. I want to respect your time. It's been at 30 minutes. We're at that marker. But any final thoughts, Snoop, for our great guest, Donnie Druin?
Oh no, man! It's great to meet you today and talk some
Likewise,
sports with you. I can tell you know your stuff, and I appreciate talking to people like you because I always learn something. Like I said, I'm not a Cardinals fan, but I do enjoy talking it anyways because I'll talk Cardinals trash all day with you.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, thanks so much for having me on, guys. To the Bears point, really quick. The ex girlfriend is a massive Packers fan, so I was a pretty big Bears fan during that wild card game. So I
Ooh.
appreciate you guys coming through for me. Thank
Well,
you.
you know what? You know what's terrible is my grandfather worked for the Packers, and so
Oh,
like it
shit.
was like a family like rivalry within. Like it was crazy
Yeah.
because we're all Bears fans. We lived in northern Chicago, but we would drive up to Packers games with him, and oof, man.
Yeah, yeah, oof, indeed. That's a spooky one right there.
He was my step grandfather, though.
Well, Donnie, hang out for 1 minute. We're going to end the recording. Back to the Pick Us In podcast. Donnie Druin, thank you so very much, brother. I appreciate you. And enjoy the rest of the show, guys.
Thanks for your time, Donnie.
Yo. Mic check. Mic check.
Enjoy the rest of the show, guys. I'm out, everybody. Good night.
Peace.
What's up?
What's up, man? That was good, man. That was good. Love talking to people that have insight. Just really cool guy, down to earth. That was a good talk. That was a good talk with him. Hopefully, we get him on again. Maybe a little bit more time. How'd you enjoy the information he gave out and getting to know Donnie a little bit?
Dude, I always enjoy talking to you nerds. You guys seem to know all the statistics and all the the details of the deals that they the players sign on their contracts and whatnot. So I leave it up to you guys to know all that. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and we live in a day and age where not many people do read anymore, right? Like it's just like clips and like video, like getting out. His articles, they're not boring at all. They're like, he puts his personality into it. So
Yeah.
that was awesome. That was freaking awesome, man. So
Yeah. Anyone that is good at their craft, I enjoy speaking to. So
he
that's
had
what's fun.
he had column of the year, I believe, like when he was a latter stage of high school. Like he does good stuff. So hopefully we can get him back on. Go give him a follow. Appreciate all the people still sticking around and watching. We're expecting our next guest to come
Sticking
in.
around. Sticking around.
That's right. That's right.
Dude,
But
yeah, what do we got? Some history coming up in the last hour here. I don't have much. I just got one bit of hockey history. But
oh boy,
hockey,
oh boy.
hockey history.
I believe our
I'm, try, I'm
guest likes
trying.
hockey a little bit.
I'm trying to use an accent like our guest, like a little bit of a hockey video here. It's actually not even a video. It's just a little bit of hockey history. You know, you like hockey, Haywood?
I like the accent there. I don't know if he can hear you down there, but anyways, what you got? What you got?
Well, I'm gonna wait, until he gets here. But, is he here? Is that the doorbell, Haywood? Did you hear?
Oh, no, what? That was a new doorbell. What is this?
What's up?
The great
What's up?
Sorry,
Doug, you're full screen. You're full screen while you're fixing your hair and makeup.
Just skimming the pool,
The great Carter Khan, welcome back to the show, brother. Long time no see, man. How are you?
I'm great, man. How are you guys?
Doing good. Doing good.
As I like to call you, Carter Gong.
Carter gone. Carter not been around is what I have been.
What's
How are
up,
you
dude?
guys, man?
Well, man, long time no see, man. You've been busy as heck. You had a family trip. Got a lot going on behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah, we were going college hunting. We were in Pennsylvania, New York. We were all over, man.
Do you have to get a tag for the college hunt or
tag?
Like a hunting tag? It's a hunting
tag.
No.
All right.
I was in some rural bumfuck areas that I didn't really. I mean, I grew up back east, but I didn't realize, man, like how country it still is in some places. You know what I mean? It's country. It was fun. We got through some farms. We went to Gettysburg, which was amazing. If you haven't been to Gettysburg, go to Gettysburg. It is so dope. It is so just the way they have it now. You can get out of the car if you want to. You can drive site to site. It's absolutely amazing.
You could get out of the car if you want to.
No, but I mean, a lot of people like literally do this guided tour where they just put it on their their phone and they just go through and there's like 16 stops and they don't even get out.
That's pretty cool. You could do it by phone.
It's actually. I went back in I'd say early 80s when they didn't have it the way they have it now. But
the
now
1980s.
Yeah, dude, I'm old, but still looking okay. You know what I mean? But
I like the Patriots helmet back there, buddy. That's new, huh?
Funny story about that. You know who signed that?
What you got? Who you got?
Nikhil Harry, dude.
No way.
Nikhil Harry?
The hell is you, boy?
I know, isn't that the funny? That's why it's backwards, so we can't see his signature.
He was pretty good out here in Arizona.
He was good in college, yeah. He was a stretch. He was the guy, right? And then, I don't know, dude. Whatever. Nikhil Harry. That's why I picked it up on eBay really cheap. I just needed a Patriots helmet, and I'm like, it was cheaper to get a Nikhil Harry signed, professional helmet than a real professional helmet without a signature. How funny is that shit?
Man, that's been a little bit since you've been on the show, brother. Freaking glad to have you back. Training camp starts today. We got baseball in motion. Your Red Sox are on one. Did they win today?
Nah, they lost. Well, they didn't play today. They lost the doubleheader yesterday. They got to 15 in a row, brother.
Franchise record or tied it?
What's that?
I think it tied a franchise record.
Yeah, they tied the franchise record. So, funny story, and I may be wrong, and I don't remember, by the way, Snoop. I'm not that old. 1946, they put 15 wins together, and that's when Ted Williams came back from the war. So, there you go.
Really?
That moment in history type.
Interesting. Dude.
The Red Sox only have 15 game winning streak. That's it?
Only?
That's a long ass time, Snoop.
Dude.
That's like 3 weeks.
I don't know. I mean, but they've been around as long as our guests tonight. So
shit. You're shitting on my parade? What are you doing?
Well, they're from the dude. Listen,
you got Ditka back there. You got Peyton.
This team is from the 1800s.
Who else you got back there? And Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt, yes.
Carter, we got a clip. We got a clip here from a baseball game with me and you. Snoop, pull it up real quick. I want to pull it up. What you got? Remember this?
Oh, look at us.
Remember
Hey
this?
everyone, we're live from the game with Carter Kong from Odds Are Podcast. The energy is electric. Hey,
The energy is
That's
electric.
amazing. I like that voice.
welcome
Sound like
back.
10
We're
years
live
younger.
Here, listen to this one.
guest Carter Kong. Hey everyone, this is Unreal right by the pool. Game's about to start. Let's go. Welcome back. We're live from the stadium with our guest.
Dude, we look like frat bros. What's up with that? Dude?
I didn't know you guys were Greek.
That was. That was
Wait,
like 2
which
years
one do you
ago.
think is Teddy Roosevelt, by the way, behind me? I'm
I know
curious.
it's Butkus, but he looks like Teddy.
Teddy Roosevelt. That's funny.
I gotta add some comedic relief to this organization.
Yeah.
You sure ain't pulling your weight, Snoop.
Well, I'm a big boy, you know. I got a lot of weights to pull. You know?
I've been listening to you. You've been on one today. You're like grumpy. I don't
No,
know.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I just, you know,
like your
there's a
hat,
lot
by the way.
going on. Thank you. That's shout out to Dr. Mason West.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
Dr.
his
Mason.
bare bones.
Yeah,
Bare bones.
sure.
Yeah.
I listened to him the last time you had him on.
Yeah.
He's great. We're probably gonna get him back on in August.
I love that stuff. There's a guy that goes on Fox News Radio, Fox Sports Radio, and he's a real nerd when it comes to injury reports and things like that. I love that shit.
Yeah, dude, that's what I got Haywood for.
Yeah. I heard him
can-
nerding out earlier on the Suns, and our ninth man off the bench is going to make a difference this year. I heard all that crap.
Yeah, he's not wrong though.
He's not wrong. What was it?
Hey, Carter, did you see my girl Sophie at the UFC last week?
I did.
And he
I
commented, yes.
She's still
Yes, he
ain't much
did.
to look at.
What'd you think of did you catch any of the Donnie Druin interview?
I did, man. I like him. Yeah, he's deep thought guy. I like it.
Pretty.
And the fact that he still writes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before we jumped on. And his articles are not boring. He puts a lot of flavor and personality into it. Not many people read articles anymore, right?
Yeah.
Like that's not how you get your info.
We got the attention span of a squirrel, dude. Like a hummingbird. Like we got to bounce in and bounce out, right?
Hey, my dog is freaking out. You guys talk for a minute. My dog is freaking out. Let me go see what the
No
hell's
worries.
going on.
Hold on. I'm going to send my son for my coffee. Hey, Ryder, can you grab my coffee, brother?
Get my
Grab
coffee.
my coffee. My coffee. It's over by
Oh,
the
coffee.
machine. I need my coffee.
Well, besides the Diamondbacks, the Red Sox were the hottest team in the league, man. Our teams have been the hottest the last
Yeah,
like
I just checked your record actually today, and I was like, I wouldn't say I was surprised, but I didn't realize you guys were over 500 and cooking.
Dude, we're doing good. We're doing good. I'm going to be honest. We shouldn't. We had a lot of guys out. This team just finds a way to keep it going. Like I went to yesterday's game. That was freaking fun.
Did you?
Go ahead.
You went yesterday?
Yeah. I got to have my normal seats. Sat down there. It was a great game to go to. See the A's. It was a day game. Not many people were there, so it was good shit.
Appreciate you. Sweet. Oh, cheers, by the way. We didn't cheers.
Ah,
Move
welcome.
my camera.
Yes.
Love it.
I like the lighting, and I like what you got going on.
Thanks,
I
bro.
like you. It's been a couple months since you've been on, right?
Yeah, I think 5 or 6 weeks probably, maybe even longer. But yeah, I've been coding up a storm, man. I am, I've been in the lab, learning some valuable lessons, bro.
Should we talk about it?
Yeah, let's get into it.
So, behind the scenes, Carter Kong, tell the people what you've been working on and what you've been up to as far as what you got coming up, possibly.
Well, that's quite the intro. Hold on, let me get my screens going here. Hold on, sir.
No problem. I think we got to do screen share when Snoop gets back, but
No, don't worry about that. No, I'm just pulling up my own internal stuff. So yeah, again, what I'm working on, I just look at things different, man. I look at things through a betting lens. Like I bet a lot of sports, and I feel like there's a lot of tools on the market. There's a lot of things, and we always talk about the Real app, right? We love the Real app. We love John and the boys. We love what they've done, but that's more of a social app, right? It's a social app with like, XP and opening packs and ripping packs, and it's a different animal, but you can follow the game live, right? So what I feel is that a lot of products on the market, whether it's Prop Finder or Props.cash or any of this stuff, it's great research tools, but not everybody is a data nerd that can sit in front of a computer for 7 hours a day and like try to find the lean or try to find the advantage. So as a guy that games a lot, as a guy that like is on the go a lot, as a guy that like has the attention span of a hummingbird, I need to like get into data quickly. And what I'm trying to work on, what I am accomplishing, is something that's quick data, right? It's like most props like organize a market, like we're reconstructing the matchup. We're showing the matchup from a bettor's view of like where the leans are, where the advantages are. Now, whether that's pregame or whether that's live. And again, this is more of a live tool because I don't feel like there's any live tools in the market right now that can actually give real-time betting cues. So that's what I've been working on. You know, it's not static tables. It's not organized data. What it is it's filtered live in real time. I've had to work on compression. I've had to work on storage. I've had to learn things that I know nothing about how to deliver data within milliseconds of a pitch happening, right? Makes sense? It's like you can have a vision, dude, and you can try to code out the vision, and even with AI, it can help you. But in terms of how you actually deliver data, that's the hard part. That's the shit that's kept me up at night. That's the shit that I've learned a lot of lessons on. And yeah, I'm just trying to deliver fast data so that people can make better betting decisions and take advantage of lines and cook the books.
You put hundreds of hours into this. I know you're a very smart individual and you're very hardworking, but I'll always say this: you're one of the best bettors I've ever met, and you're the best in-game live bettor I've ever met, and you've definitely grown on that craft. And I totally believe in you and support you and back you. And folks, when this product comes out, it's going to be game-changing. It is.
It really is. And I mean, you know, I'm a perfectionist, and that's the problem, right? Because I started with WNBA, and I have a product that I can launch right now, and I love the WNBA product, right? And the idea was we're going to soften the market. Like, all right, NBA, there's weaker capping skills by the books. They don't put as much effort into it. You can find more advantages. We can have, like, better victories, which is what I liked about WNBA, right? And the people that bet WNBA know exactly what I'm talking about, right? There's a bunch of guys out there that like really capitalize on WNBA. In fact, last night I hit 2 nights ago, you know, for like $1,500, right? Using this tool, it amazed me at how easy it is to literally tap buttons, use no thought. Like if you didn't know shit about WNBA, I got you. So I coded out WNBA and I'm ready to launch it. And then I was like, you know what? Let me put some hours in Major League Baseball because that is like the hardest sport to bet and cap, in my opinion. And my brain just started going, and then I went down this rabbit hole, and now I have this full, rich product that, honestly, it's, if I looked at applying that to NBA or NFL next, which is where I'm going, dude, we're really on to something. It's literally game-changing.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're going to have like a Carter Khan's brain AI thing in there, like telling people what's like what you suggest, right? Or like things that lays that you would do, it will do it for you. So it's literally, you don't have to do any thinking. It will do the work for you.
Yeah, so I have a tail option, right? So again, maybe I'll back up a little bit. So for Major League Baseball, instead of scraping or taking data from sites, instead of going to ESPN or Major League Baseball or any of the fan graphs and basically saying, I'm going to take all the data, or I'm going to use all the data, or I'm going to open source all the data, I didn't do that. Recreate's the wrong word. I cataloged 1.8 million pitches over 424,000 games over the past 3 years. Ooh. So what does that mean, right? It's like
I got 99 pitches in a. Never mind.
That's what I'm saying, right? So I know every batter, pitcher, plate appearance. I got a list, right? Inning count, pitch sequence, pitch type, velocity, exit velocity, spin rate, movement in the zone, release.
All shit I look for. All shit I look for.
Everything, right? But it's all cataloged in real time through API queues. And what I do is I've logged everything from where it crosses in the zone, where it releases in his hand, where it fouls off, to where it lands, like stuff that people say they do. And it's like, how do we know that they did it? Like if you try to find that data, you can find a lot of data. And what I've found by recataloging all this data is a lot of the data that's on the market that people are making decisions off of, it's not accurate, dude. So people are reusing a lot of the same data, whether it's by, a bad API source, whether it's because they're lazy, because they trust whatever source they got it from. So I wanted to do it right, so I recataloged all that data. And what that taught me was, now I'm working from like an avenue of trust, right? Like I got a source of truth that I can actually build predictions off of. All right? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. I'm just laughing because I'm thinking of it like I got my cable from a trustworthy source. They were called Cox, but like they're the worst. Like the
COX, everybody.
But you're onto something, right? Because
Right.
everybody is like, all right, so where do they get the data from? So I had a geeky conversation with one of the API sources, that provides data, and told them what I want to do. And they're like, before you get into storage and everything, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. And I didn't know anything about it. But I figured out how to engineer that wheel by really starting with a root database of these pitches. And rather than cataloging them into like, here's Harper's exact stats, I have it in kind of a whirlpool where I hit it when I need the stats in real time. So I'm not paying a lot of money for what I need, and I'm getting the cues that I need in real time, and I'm just looking at the real-time event from the API. It's geeky shit, but at the end of the day, I feel like I've kind of engineered something that a lot of people probably listen and going, dude, I do that on Tuesday. Okay, cool. But I, put it into a product, that's what I'm trying to do right now. Well,
Nobody offers that, especially like in-game betting. Nobody offers that.
That's
and
the
like,
advantage. So you mentioned, does it do it for you? Yeah, it depends how you cap, dude. Like you're a pregame guy, right?
for baseball, yes, and some
So
live.
you're a strikeout guy. Like you want to look and you want to see the matchups. And
strikes out a lot. Yep.
Strikes out a lot. You gonna take that, Haywood?
Fuck your couch, dude.
Hey, you tried to say that what did you say earlier? Like I couldn't catch a football or something? I don't even remember.
Oh,
what
I
you
believe
said
that.
earlier.
I believe that.
Okay, guy. Okay,
Make a
little
diamond,
man.
Stu.
Okay, little man. We'll meet at Lake Pleasant. We'll have some good old lakeside football.
You're talking to a JV starting quarterback, my man.
Whoa.
You give me a J5Y football, I will spin that shit for 50 yards, okay? You give me a college football, I can put it, 23 and a half.
Yeah, I like to pregame for baseball, for sure. Pitchers.
So what does this do, right? It gives you all the data that you can geek out, right? You can get into your tables, you can do your deep dives.
I could do my betting on your app.
Yeah, on my app. If you don't want to do that, if you're more like, I call it a stoplight better, a lazy fucker, right? And you're like, I just want to know what the bet is. I got you. Everything's done, right? Here's the best bet of the day. And it's not this crap that you see on the market. I don't have a Discord where I'm charging you $49.99 a month to hit one.
These ain't long parlays. These are fucking winners, like high percentages.
High percentages, right? And I've kind of broken it down in different ways. I have a tail function in my app where I have builders, which are under, plus 200. They're more around plus 100s, right? Then I have the next level, which is about 300 to 500. And then I got I got quote unquote these moonshots that are over plus 800, right? And these moonshots, they come in because the engine inside of what I'm building is looking at things like, let's say, basketball. It's looking at pace. It's looking at usage. It's looking at things that are cues, that are real data, but I'm processing it in real time and I'm offering you a parlay to tail. So you can refresh and just keep refreshing and just keep refreshing, and the parlay will change every 30 seconds based upon what's happening on the court.
Do we have let's put it on the spot. Do we have a name for your product yet in stone?
Yeah, and I've started to share it online. So, we used to be Evie. So Evie was Evie.bet. So we still run Evie. And Evie was kind of like, it was the junior varsity quarterback of what we're building. All right, it was like, it does what it's supposed to do. It offers winners. In fact, 5 of 10 of our home run predictions for Evie came in 2 days ago, right? On the average, we're getting 2 to 3, which to me is like any other capper in the world. Like, there's nothing special about that. The new model,
I have it pulled up, Snoop. If you want to, since we're talking about it, go ahead,
and
Carter.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, you can share it, but that's not the new product.
That's the old one. All right.
Well, the new product is Odds Are. All right, so Odds Are is our new product that we're going to be launching. ODDSARE, that's it.
There we go.
So yeah, and this is what's going to be, right? So right now it's going to have different surfaces. WNBA will be going live as soon as after the All-Star break. So that is literally next week.
Ooh, it's already hot to
So
me.
you can bet on Sophie all day. There you
No,
go.
I don't bet. You guys are.
And you know what it has? It has an ROI tracker. So let's say you put $20 on Sophie to hit 3 threes. It's going to tell you what's your ROI on Sophie's bets of hitting 3 threes or whatever you bet on Sophie. So it
You guys better stop stalking my girl, man.
I don't get it, but
why? You don't get it? What? You don't think Sophie's pretty?
I mean, if you like tall blondes with flat butts, yeah. I mean, you know.
Well, what's wrong with tall blondes with flat?
I'm not. I have no
butts?
judgment. I have no skin in the game, my man. That's what
Zero.
you like. That's what you like.
I love all the women. Okay, I don't judge them.
And
Carter,
they love you.
Okay.
And they love you.
Well, I love that.
I got 99 problems and they all bitches.
Sophie ain't one.
Any time frame on possible launch, Carter? Any time frame?
So WNBA we're looking to put up next week.
Oh shit.
You know, yeah. And I kind of have some images that I could share. I don't want to share the actual live model.
Anything we could do on the show, let us know, brother. I mean, like for next going forward.
Dude, you guys are awesome.
You're awesome. That's why you're here, dog.
Thanks,
That's right.
bro. Somebody told me the other day, half the shit you say, I don't even know what the fuck it means.
Is it because of the accent?
Is that
like
my
Snoop?
wife?
Dude, I have to ask Haywood all the time. I was like, dude, you just call Pittsburgh, dude.
Pittsburgh. I do some work out in Pittsburgh.
All right, so next week.
There.
Okay.
Client. Hold on. I'm trying to find some images.
If you have anything you do want to share on screen, we can.
Yeah, take all the time you need. I mean, we're only live on a podcast right now, Carter.
Hey,
I mean,
man, you can't fill time on a podcast.
Hey, we'll
and
just
you
kick
shouldn't be
back
doing
weight
a
on you.
podcast. That's
Haywood,
all I'm saying.
hey, Haywood, how was your day today?
There you go. There you go. Haywood, how's your Tuesday?
I'm fucking so glad the air conditioning's
Tuesday.
around.
Hey, where are you at that it's Tuesday? Like, what part of the globe are you on?
I will see you next Tuesday, my man. The problem is there's no live NBA games. That's the problem. WNBA
Oh,
games. That's
yeah.
the problem.
That's no
So I
problem.
can't share a live model, and I don't have images to show you on that right this
It's okay.
But
It's okay.
you can go to Odds Are Podcast on Twitter or on Instagram, and you can start seeing the model. All right. So if you scroll down there.
I want to see the model.
You can start seeing some of the. I'm sure I get some. Oh, look at that guy. Jesus.
Thank you for the support, sir.
Here we go. All right, here we go.
Ooh, I like legs.
So I was telling you about the tail feature. So go to the next one. Next. There you go. Next one. So like this.
I've seen you bet Sophie. I saw it.
So see how it says tail at the bottom? So this is the tail feature. This is the moonshot. So again, moonshots are going to be anything over, plus 800. So it already arranged the legs. This is deeper in the game. It already arranged 12 legs for you. And literally you can preload this right into whatever book you bet. And you can arrange it. You can take out legs. You can leave legs in. You can add legs. You can do whatever you want. But this is the engine, the brain's best vision of, hey, this asshole wants to bet plus 800. Let's give him something that he can bet that he can probably get the best return on. So go to the next screen. So this is more my wheelhouse, right? I don't play in the real negatives, but plus 100, plus 200 is where I like to do my damage. Put out a couple $100, but it will give you the best trending 2 or 3 or 4 legs. And I'm going to tell you, the first time that I used this, I was like, "There's no way." And I forget who it was. It wasn't Sophie. It's the other one on the team, the other blonde. And it was like her for 3 threes. She had 1 3, but there was an injury. She was getting more usage. The pace was going up. And sure as shit, she cashed me at like plus 222 or something like that. So it's suggesting legs for you, which I think is, I call it the stoplight better. It's like, shit, I don't got time to do research, and I don't trust cappers, and I don't trust Discords, and I don't trust Bob. I trust the engine.
Don't trust Bob?
No, dude. Don't trust. What about Bob, right?
Right?
All right, gotta be old.
And Odds Are Podcast we trust.
Yeah, and you can start looking at screenshots. We're starting to release things. The partners are getting behind the fact of like, again, I will keep playing. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Click on that one. So this is what the home screen looks like. All right. So this is a live view from, I think, last night.
Looks
So
sharp.
Thanks, brother. And if you really look at this, it's like the real app in terms of it's giving you, if you clicked into this, you can watch a play-by-play in real time, right? But it's a betting app. Go to the next screen for me. That's an app that suggested that bet. I hit it. Go to the next one.
Good shit.
So this is like this is the real live box score. It shows you green, who's trending and who's hot. Maybe go to the next post under that one. It might have a little more screens in there. Yeah, here we go. So here's your betting screens. So when you click on any of this, let's say you click on the score, it's going to open the next screen. If you go forward, Haywood, one more. So it opens this, and this is the real live engine. And if you can blow that up, I don't know if you can a little bit. But what this is doing in real time is it showing, yeah, it works, that works.
This one
it's
I'm on
showing you the live lines.
Yeah,
so
you can't blow it up from that screen there, I don't think.
Oh, good. It's showing you the live lines from whatever book you're attached to. So right now I'm attached to FanDuel. FanDuel's plugged into this, and it's giving me live FanDuel lines in real time. And it's showing me whatever lines are live right now on this player, right? So if you look in green, it's basically telling you what it is, and then it's giving you a cue underneath. Hammer, go, fade, or slow. Right? Fade's obviously, we're not betting that. Slow is, dude, don't touch it, And then go and hammer is like, I'm going to click this. And again, it loads your slip inside the app, and you can go to the next one. You can go click on the next one and go to the next girl and say, all right, so I want to click her for 19 and a half. I want to click her for, 6 rebounds. And you can start building your slip your way if you want to, just by looking at real live data. You don't have to be looking at the game. The engine is seeing the game for you in real time. This is like real time shit. It's watching the game so you don't have to. How many times are you with your woman or with the kids or in the pool? Who wants to watch a WNBA game from, on the real app or on the TV? This is going to do it for you. And the more trust that you have in the app, and I'm the biggest proponent in this because I am a perfectionist and I have put so much work into this that the betting cues that it's giving, you said, is it my brain? It's not. It's 100,000 times better than my brain ever in capping these girls. Because it's looking at shit I can't see. It's looking at every dribble, every release port on the floor, how many times they've touched the ball. Shit we don't see on the real app. You don't, as an NBA guy, dude. How many times do you watch a game and be like, Cade Cunningham, you have touched the ball and occupied that play clock for 20 seconds. Shoot the fucking ball. Stop passing. You know what I mean? So it's looking at all that data in real time through an API queue that basically is telling you what's happening. So it's got to be the right API source that's giving you every single piece of data, not just shot.
Can I ask you a question, Carter?
Yeah, brother.
Do you on this app, can you bet on where players will go? Like for right now, LeBron James is going someplace is a hot topic right now.
Yeah, we don't do any futures. Nope.
So, I also want to know your opinion about what you think right now about LeBron James and his of him landing in Miami. The has gone up on Kalshi and Polymarket and all of those other places. Like him going to Miami has gone up, and then of course Miami had the accidental leak. What do you think about that?
Yeah. I love LeBron. A lot of people, he's a super polarizing guy, but just what he does in the community, I love. What he does in terms of for himself, I don't love. He's a very grandiose, me kind of guy. So this extending it longer and longer and longer means who cares, right?
Yeah.
Training camps are started. He had his window end of last week to early this week. World Cup stopped. He could have announced on Monday and occupied, got all that great press. I could care less where he goes. I think he's going to Cleveland, personally.
I think so. Yeah.
I really do.
It's very possible.
It's a great story where he started, going home. Again, I love that. I love that he wants to go to where he started if he goes there.
Did you see the leaked photo of Rich Paul in Las Vegas just this past week? And underneath the shirt that he was wearing, you could see the shirt that he had underneath. It was the top of a Miami Heat shirt underneath.
Yeah, maybe he just didn't do wash that day. Who knows?
He didn't. Okay.
I don't know, man. I know. Yeah.
Snoop brings up a good idea with maybe futures is something we could do in the future as your app builds because that's crazy. I'm going to my notes. Yes, last night looking at futures last 5 years, 66.8% every future bet I did.
That's amazing. Yeah, you're great at futures.
Futures, but
I do want to touch on that real quick. What you just said about LeBron. You know, I think that if he goes to Miami, that's the worst decision for him. You know,
Why?
I just feel like I just don't feel like it's a good fit. I mean, Davion Mitchell, like he has to take a volume play on that team, in my opinion. Like he's got to go back LeBron 5 years ago. He's got to ball handle. I mean, Davion Mitchell is a low volume shooter. Like he's not a scorer. Like I don't know.
He'll be the point guard there if you're there. He could probably lead the league in assists. I've been saying that. I think he can adapt his game.
But he's 40-ish, right? Like I don't know. I just don't see as a good fit. Whereas Cleveland, I think there's a lot of weapons. I feel like he could sit. You know, he can take those few plays off like he wants to and just hang out 3-point line if he
That makes a lot of sense. Because they do have a loaded roster there. He can take nights off, not press the issue and playing 30 minutes every night. Yeah.
I just don't see Miami being the right fit for. There's no shooters on that team. Like, hey, nothing against Giannis, but Giannis can't shoot. Davion Mitchell can't shoot. Who's going to shoot? Who's going to score on that team from mid-range to outside? LeBron?
That's a valid point. You know, I just really think, you know, if he were to go to Cleveland, you know, let's say, I just think that's just a disaster. It's too many egos in the locker room and too many heads in the locker room, too many chiefs on the reservation, if you will. I told you I had the neediest dog, man. That's why I had to jump out a minute ago. Go,
Good, man.
get out,
Take care of your dog, man.
Go on with your Cyclops face. Get out of here.
Carter, anything else on your app you wanted to talk about?
Yeah.
I got the baseball bets you hit with the home runs pulled up if you want.
I just sent you a few images on X, DM'd you. So maybe share a few of these and you can kind of see what I'm doing here. But yeah, share the bets too. I think those are dope. I'm pretty stoked on that.
Snoop, pull this up. Talk about this, Carter.
What'd I do?
What'd you do?
Oh yeah, that's what I did. Yeah.
These are like with your model pregame, correct?
This was a pregame bet. Yeah.
Let's go.
So pregame betting, I don't do in NBA, WNBA. I just don't touch it. Baseball is different, especially now that I got my models, and now we have an app that actually does it for you. But yeah, Rice was number one that day. Was it Rice? Yeah, Ben Rice was number one. Plus 600 because he was live, so that was for a second. But I hit him. Yeah, he came up number one at 99, which freaking is a number that I don't see very often from our model. So yeah, I banged it. I forget what I cashed for on that one, but it was pretty nice. Here's kind of a live view. So everybody that's used to the Real app kind of understands what you're looking at here, but we're doing it in a more dynamic way, right? We're showing you every single possible element of the pitch. I'm taking every piece of data that comes in digitally and I'm putting it into a surface. Now, I don't see anybody really doing that, right? So even what you see right here, it's showing you it's a home run, it's showing you every single pitch real live, you know, it's showing you whether it's a ball, a strike. You can't scroll down, but it shows you, let's say it was a slider. You can click on the slider and you can see, you know, the spin rate on the slider, the drop on the slider. You can geek out to your heart's content if you want to on what that pitch did and why it was a home run. Or you can just go, yellow was a home run. That's awesome. But this tracks real live in real time. And I don't see any app other than a couple that are tracking real live ball movement through the zone with tails. I mean, even Real came out recently and was like, oh, we have tails on our pitches, and which is cool. I mean, I've had that in my model for quite a while. But, yeah, it's pretty dope. Yeah, a couple more screens I probably shared with you.
Here, I got one. How about this one?
I was going to say, Slider, you stink. Isn't that the line from the movie?
Slider, you stink.
Dude, it's good to talk to you, Carter, man. Like I've been.
I miss you guys, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a bit.
It's easy to chop it up with you guys. We don't stay on script. I know that drives so crazy.
A little bit. It's all right. It's all right. I like how it looks. It looks fucking 6 stars. It's sharp. It's fast. As a live better for me, I like the pitching angles that you're throwing, like the real box showing like the locations, speed, turn rate, all that stuff. I love seeing that shit as a live better, and I love the fact that you have a model. You know,
Pull up the one I just sent you on DM. You're gonna geek out on this.
Hold on.
Oh man, I'm
While
a
you're
little bit
doing
jealous.
that,
I'm a little jealous you send him DMs that you don't DM me, dude. Shoot.
Snoop, I can put you on
Shoot,
CC,
bro.
buddy. We can have a weird threesome. It's okay.
This one?
No, I'm not into that.
So, this is the way I look at any betting, right? Especially in baseball. We're not betting, what PCA is going to do in the game. We're betting what PCA is going to do versus Montero, right? So, any place in my app, you click on the headshot, right? The avatar. It's going to take you to this screen. It's called the fight screen. You guys remember Mortal Kombat, right?
Yeah.
So it's like round 1 fight. So it's going to bring these two in. It's going to load them. It's going to load their stats, pregame or real, like what's happening in real time. Let's say Montero's out and they're in the bullpen. The bullpen pitcher will come up here. But it's capping exactly what's happening with PCA versus whoever's pitching at the time. The next screen that I sent you.
Carter, is this your user interface for your app?
Yes.
It's tight. It looks pretty. It's sexy.
Yeah, I worked a long time on making sure we got a.
I can't make it any bigger.
Yeah, no. It's hard to blow video pictures up on X. Like you could download it and save it, but yeah, like when it hits a certain point, it just doesn't blow up. I have the same issue for whatever reason. But
I can screen share. You want me to screen share?
I got this one too. A little better.
So this is it, right? So after you actually click, tap to cap, it brings you in here and it's going to show you just like Mortal Kombat, right? Round 1.
I don't know. I never played that game.
How about Street Fighter?
I never played that game either.
How about any video game
in
the world?
I'm not into violence, Carter, dude.
He played Oregon Trail.
Well, I did play that game, but that's irrelevant, dog. Like, why do I have to play all these violent games, man? I can't just play.
I play Minecraft so I can build. I like to make an ecostructure in a biosphere.
I want to save the princess. Okay, dog?
Okay, let's look at it this way, okay? Dingler's your princess. Dirk Dingler.
Sophie's my princess. You stop it. Sophie's my princess.
Dude, this is great. Anyway, it caps what's happening in real time, and you can go down, and it shows you all the pitches that are coming in real time. It shows you historically every pitch that he's faced. It shows you, every slider. You can literally click on slider. I don't know if I sent you that image. You can click on the slider, and you can see every slider he's faced and every outcome from every slider ever that Dingler's ever faced in 2026, 2025, or 2024. You can break it down into what his result was. I want to see only home run sliders that were hit, thrown to him. It's that granular with the detail, and it shows you all the arc and motion inside every ball, and then obviously shows you the launch angle, exit velocity, and landing spot of the ball as well.
Love it. Love that.
From a pre-game point of view, you can geek out, and then from a live point of view, this is how I hit Harris. It's like sliders away. He crushes sliders away. Now, he wasn't big. He didn't have a big number today, but he went because last night in bed, I'm looking at the app, and I'm like, sliders away. So it caps his zones, and it tells you exactly what he likes in the zone, and it shows you where the pitcher is weak. So where the pitcher leaks and the batter is strong, it's going to turn pink. And that's your bet. You're looking for a 2-1 slider, So live betting, you can literally go to the count and see what happens at 2-1 for the pitcher and what happens at 2-1 for the batter. And then you can literally bet that live, right? Whatever the result is. Single, hit, home run. That's the live nature of it from Major League Baseball. And everything is microtransactions and micro betting now, right? Like, imagine an app that allows you to capitalize on micro bets. There's nothing like that in the market. There's nothing that's telling you on a 2-1, count, this is what Harris is looking for, and this is what the pitcher is going to pitch. So 94%, probability, you're getting a slider away right here, and Harris hits sliders away.
That's hard.
this rate at, a 694 slugging percentage with 9 home runs, at least bet it for contact. So the betting cue that comes up on this bad boy would be bet for a hit, bet for contact, and then offer you the home run bet too. Now, again, the live nature of it is you got to be quick as shit. But the brain is that quick that it's giving you the betting cues in real time to even microtransact. And that's what I've been working on for the last 3 weeks, is making sure that, again, the latency and making sure that, and sometimes we're off. It's just data. It's data in general. Sometimes
There's not going to be an app like this in the entire world.
I mean, personally, I put over 500 plus hours sitting in this seat. You can ask my family around me with my screens, all coding out everything that I need to code out, and then testing in real live environments with a group of, small group of dudes that are using it and giving me feedback, including you. You give me good feedback on this. In fact, you gave me a lot of feedback when it came to stat categories that you wanted to see from basketball.
I'm a little hurt you don't ask me for feedback, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd ask you for. But...
Okay, so would you like to know? Let me tell you.
Yeah, of course. I'm a good
I can
listener.
give you, technical feedback like user interface and design and stuff.
All right,
like
I love that.
So, because I don't know about betting and your crazy algorithms and your models and
my weird brain.
I appreciate your weird brain. That's why I always enjoy talking to you.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah,
we'll gotta knock out another. I want to spend a long day trying to help you and give you more feedback. We got to make some time. We got to make that happen. Maybe I can come over like next week or something for a day.
Yeah,
we're
ready. And here's where I'm at, right? I will just keep perfecting it and perfecting it and perfecting it, and that's the good is good right now. Like good is as good as I can possibly make this. Now I just got to clean up some of the shit.
Did you just say good is good right now?
Good is good, dude. Good is like great. Right?
Nothing worse than when good is not good.
When good is not good, it's bad.
Carter, if I can ask you, do you want me to give you feedback like why I do my own type of like my live betting and all that, like be sucked into that world and just give you feedback from the app? Because I think that would be best, like when games are going on. What's your plans? I don't know if you've ever been to a practice, but next Wednesday, do you have any plans? Maybe we could, I could help you out and maybe go to practice.
It might work. I do have a real job other than this $1 billion idea that I'm working on. So unfortunately, we're coming back from vacation next week. But
unfortunately, we're coming back from vacation. Let me timestamp that 2/26. I want to make sure we clip that. Unfortunately, we're coming back from vacation.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta really work next week. But yeah, let's. I need your vision because you're a genius when it comes to some of this stuff. So I really
thank you. I try to be. Oh yes, my plus 294 just hit. Let's go.
There you go, buddy.
3-leg money line pregame.
Love it.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't got anything live. There's no WNBA. They're on All-Star break. That league is so fucked up, man. Have you been following all the drama that's going on with like any of this stuff that's happening in WNBA?
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Just the way it's being run and what's happening with Caitlin Clark and just it's run kind of like I would call a lemonade stand in many ways.
Is there some lawsuits going on or something behind it? Like, because I heard something the other day, and I'm not sure if this is what you're alluding to. Like, there's people that are suing right now because of the way that they're treating Caitlin Clark and this and that. Like, is there something going on in my...
Yeah, I think there's a lot of there's a lot of noise, right? And I don't know who's making noise, but I come from a world that if you have the Jordan of your generation, if you have the person that like literally can carry
I do. I got the Jordan of podcasting that he hosts a podcast with me.
There you go. And then you take care of him. Right. That's the job, right? The job is to take care of that person. And Caitlin Clark, I mean, I watch a lot of WNBA, and
she gets fucking pushed around. There's so many videos of her getting thrown and disrespected.
Is more physical than NBA, and you can laugh all day. You can laugh. And,
I think you're right.
I am right. And,
I think you're right.
And if you just watch Jackal Jones and Breanna Stewart and like people coming down the lane, they clothesline these fools. Like they're not playing. picks are hard. Picks are,
Are they
your
doing this
trophy.
just to gain ratings, do you think?
I think it's just a tough sport. Like, even like Azid Fudd, she came out, she plays for the Wings. She came out this year from UCLA. And her first 4 or 5 games, I mean, she couldn't adjust, she said, to the physicality of the game because it's nothing like the college game. She said that it really took her to understand that, like, she's got to throw her, and she's a pretty, thick girl. She had to throw her weight around a little bit, and she had to become super, super physical. And she was worried about a quick whistle, like you would in college. And she doesn't get the quick whistle because that's the way the WNBA plays. Compared to the NBA, now, I love the NBA, don't get me wrong. But man, I mean, touch foul this and touch foul that and everything. I mean, God forgive, illegal screen my ass, dude. Like, it's like, it's such a soft league compared to the WNBA in the way that they patrol and enforce, and it's literally like the bad boy Pistons kind of shit. I love watching the WNBA. Like, I really do.
I was just gonna say their business model seems like a disaster right now because they lose money every year, but they're gonna give the players more money, which they did already give them more money, and then they have. It does seem like there's a target on Caitlin Clark's back. It does seem that way.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, why is that? Like, why wouldn't you?
Well, I think that they're trying to get ratings. I think they're using for example, like a WWE type approach. It's an entertainment organization. I think they're just, trying to get ratings. But, that's terrible to really attack the only thing keeping the league afloat, if we're being honest. At the end of the day,
I don't buy that. I mean, every game is sold out.
Listen, they lost $40 million. They lost $40 million with Caitlin Clark.
Every game is sold out. Now, the financials behind it or the economics are not working, obviously, because of the pay raises. But games are sold out.
That $40 million was before the raises, too, by the way.
You got to talk to a WNBA, economist about this. I'm not the guy to be talking to about it, but I can tell you from a betting physicality, the way the sport looks, the enjoyment factor, the fact that people show up, and we got to go to a Phoenix game.
I agree. It's exciting and whatnot, but like when it comes down to finance and financial business, like they're losing money.
I'm in the selling tax credit business, so people are always looking for a write-off, my man. So I can tell you this: what looks like a loss to you, maybe.
Do you have any good ones you can recommend?
Are you?
I'm just kidding.
I actually could talk to you. So, but yeah, I mean that's really what it's about. It's I don't know what that loss is on paper, if it is even a loss, and if it is a loss on paper, you can always monetize the loss with, selling X depreciation. I mean, there's a million things you can do to recoup any loss that you're making at that level, if you know how to finagle a bagel. What I'm talking about more is the fact of like the people running the WNBA, even with the All-Star break. So the defending, and you'll get a kick out of this, Hayward. So Sabrina Ionescu, she has won back-to-back three-point shooting competitions last year and the year before. So she's not in this year. So when she was asked why she wasn't in there, she said that she wasn't formally invited. So listening to Dan Patrick this morning, Dan Patrick's like, well, that sounds fishy. Why wasn't she formally invited? So they call up the WNBA and get the PR hotline on, and they go, well, she was invited the same way she was the past 2 years. Now, what is that? Carrier pigeon, fucking text, email, the WNBA, if you're going to get invited to something, that should be in a formal announcement. Here are the invitees to the 3-point contest. What is that all about? Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's like
did the league or her drop the ball on this?
Somebody dropped the ball. Maybe she did get invited, but she didn't quote unquote get formally invited. So we just got to pro shit up, man. This is not a dime store league anymore. This is not like, I don't know, man. I come from a business world where everything, got lawyers, we got, executive, we got EAs, we got CPAs, like everything is documented, everything is contracted, everything is NDA'd, everything is all buttoned the fuck up, Reminds me, I gotta put you guys under NDA. All button the fuck up, right?
Oh.
Like Snoop. I ain't signing that.
Good to know.
And and they don't do any of this. It's like, we invited her the same way that we did the past 2 seasons. What are we doing? You know what I mean? You didn't like the NDA comment, did you, Snoop?
I don't care about that. There's nothing. There's really nothing you could ever say that would offend me.
Oh, I know. You.
I don't offend easily.
That's what I mean by not running it correctly. Like, if you have 30 people that you're thinking about inviting to the three-point conversation, you go to their agents and you go, hey, would Sabrina like to come back this year? She certainly would. Awesome. We're going to put her on the finals list. You'll get the formal announcement soon by email. Make sure that you execute the whatever it is, the letter of intent or whatever you fucking got to sign, right? The LOI, the MOU. That's big, right? Like, sign your fucking MOU, and then we're gonna formally announce you as being a 3-point, participant. Like,
the shit is an MOU.
Basic, right?
What's an MOU?
Memorandum of Understanding.
Oh, I do not understand. I did not get the memorandum.
I don't understand the memo.
I did not get the memorandum.
The NBA players said they're going to be in Phoenix next year at the All-Star game. They said we're going to try to get some of the best shooters, and the players will come together at the NBA All-Star game. So, like,
they didn't ask me to come. This is bogus.
You're a ball boy, dude. I'm sure you can shoot.
Oh, I'm a shooter.
I'm sure you can. They don't just put guys out there that look like you to just catch the ball. You got to be able to shoot a little bit.
Right. Curry's leading the charge.
The only thing I don't shoot is drugs.
Curry's leading the charge on trying to get it. He's got Booker, him so far, already ready for the 3-point. So I wish they could
started on Booker.
No. So, hey, congrats on your product, all your hard work. I know you're going to kill it. We're going to do everything we can to help push you. But I've been waiting 4 weeks to ask you this. What in the hell is the Boston Celtics doing with Jaylen Brown's trade?
Oh, man.
So I got opinions.
Let me hear it.
So I'm from Boston originally, right?
Hey, do you want to go full screen?
I bleed green, yeah, right? Look into the camera. So I'm from Boston originally, and I bleed green, and I've listened to EEI since, the 80s. No, I mean, honestly, it's Tatum. I love Tatum. But
Paul George?
Brown, what's that?
Paul George and what, 2 firsts?
Oh, that's just, I mean, it's ridiculous. We could have had Giannis. So there was pushback on Giannis because they wanted to keep
the extra year.
Because they wanted to keep Shireman. Do you even know who the fuck Shireman is? Bailey Shire, whatever his name is? Like, they wanted him thrown in, and we pushed back and said no.
And the 4th year for Giannis.
Yeah. Come on.
What the fuck?
So, and we end up with Paul George? Now, as a guy that bets, I can tell you either Paul George is taking money from somebody, like allegedly, to miss a lot of shots, or he's just old and sucks now. But I'll tell you,
I think the latter part.
What?
I think the latter. He's just old and sucks.
Yeah, because, I mean, he...
Is this for a move for later? Because George is, like, you don't got much time left on his deal?
That's what I thought. I thought there was more building. There's new ownership in Boston. Again, I'm not the economics guy when it comes to team builds, and I don't know salary cap and apron bullshit. Like, I don't know it. But what I do know is that there's new ownership, and they didn't want to be over the luxury tax, even though they're probably going to be, and they tried to shed salary. Brown, it was, somebody came to them and basically said, pick. Right? Is it going to be Brown or Tatum? Because they're not going to vibe going forward, and we're not going to pay them both going forward. And it's like, well, isn't Brown contracted for 3 years, 4 years? I don't know what he is, but isn't he all wrapped up?
I would have gave you Jalen Green and 2 firsts. I would have. Like, what the fuck? Maybe it's something for more. No, hell no.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, man, and I'm not a proponent of it. I really thought we were going to get Giannis, and there was a lot of pushback on Giannis, but it is what it is. But Brown had to go because Brown, and here's just the man thing, right? Tatum was hurt. Brown carried the team. Team wasn't even supposed to go to the playoffs, right? Brown took him to the playoffs. Tatum comes back for the last month or so, right? Starts to work his way back into form. Yeah, I see the Heat hat. I see it. Yeah. I see it. Okay. Works his way back in, and then you know what? Brown is like, you're stepping on my toes. I got you here. I should be taking the last shots. I should still be the man. Tatum, obviously, like, you're not the man. And then they just they had a pissing contest. And that's what it is. It's man versus man. Tatum he seems like a really nice guy. There's nothing wrong with Tatum's approach. But if somebody comes in and tries to, take over the team, it's Tatum's team. And at the end of the day,
I don't know. Hey, listen, how many games did they win last year without him?
That's what I'm saying.
So to call it his team, I mean, that's tough, after that. Even though I agree, Tatum's a superstar. He's, a fantastic player. I'm not knocking his game at all. But, like, they had, arguably one of their best seasons without him.
Agreed. And I think that Brown, and I love Brown. I like Brown as a person. I like his social views. I just like him for him. And I think that he really carries himself well. He's put up with a lot of shit. I feel like he is he's somebody you can really build a team around, right? But I also watched him 2 years ago drive the lane, lose the handle continually. Like, I see what people may not like about Brown, right? His handle's loose. He's streaky. He's not a outspoken super leader, but then again, Tatum doesn't seem to be either. So for me, I like Brown. So it was kind of heartbreaking to see what happened. But if they can't play nice in the sandbox, I do get that as well.
You know what? Like, I don't know who the GM in Philly is, but I think you just give him the GM of the Year award right now, because trading
Right.
Paul George for Jaylen Brown, that's the move of the. That's what. Just give him the award, General Manager of the Year.
To a rival, man.
But I mean, there's a lot going on in Philly too, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, there's a lot of talk about LeBron going there, but I don't.
But he
I don't
wants
think that's happening.
Embiid moved, so that's what I understand is he wants Embiid moved.
I don't blame
to be
him.
able to go there.
I don't blame
And
him.
who's going to take that?
Philly, if they were smart.
I mean, is a guy
But
that
listen,
also,
Embiid
can put up
only
30
plays
points
half
every
the
night he wants
season.
to.
Embiid
Okay.
only plays half the season. You get rid of him if LeBron wants to come in there and work with Brown, and they have a good young squad in there too. Like, they could run some court. But I think LeBron, I think it's just boiling down to Cleveland and Miami. But what a great move for Philly, though. I mean, dang. It sucks for Boston. As a Boston fan, I'd be pissed.
Well, I think there's something else that's got to drop. I mean, I don't know, man.
There's more to come out, I think.
I have no idea. But as a guy that listens to sports radio a lot, I go from Dan Patrick in the morning straight to, Boston.
That's Rhonda's husband, right?
Who, what, where? What?
I'm just kidding. That's Rhonda Patrick's husband. You guys don't know who Rhonda Patrick is?
Who the fuck is that?
You guys are terrible Dan Patrick fans, both of you. She's equally, like, as popular as Dan Patrick. She's been on the Joe Rogan podcast multiple times.
Oh, that's why I don't know her. I haven't watched Joe Rogan since Fear Factor, brother.
Wow.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that you wouldn't have never heard of her, because she's a doctor.
I'm just fucking with you. Of course I
I'm
have.
gonna drown you in Lake Pleasant when we go.
I don't even know where that
Oh
is.
man, now we're gonna get flagged on the stupid podcast.
See what happens when I turn up missing. See? But yeah, again, Boston is all up in arms about it, and it is what it is. The 15 game winning streak took all that pressure off of the Celtics' bad decision. It's almost like you're a conspiracy theory guy. It's almost like by design. Like, the whole sports radio frequency just changed to, it's the Red Sox, it's the Red Sox. Every sports media in Boston just concentrated on that. And now we're going into trading camp. We go straight into, hey, we got A.J. Brown, we got Maybach, we're coming off a Super Bowl. Like, it's kind of like not going to surface again until October, November, when you're just like, oh shit, the Celtics look like this. Let's see what they can do.
Haywood, what was the team sale that we just were talking about the other day? I can't remember what team
Seahawks?
it was. Yeah, and what was the value of it? It was
12. It's like $12 billion.
So how the hell is it 12 billion, right? And I just seen that
9 or 12 billion. Yeah,
the NFL was barely more than that, or something.
that's worth trillions, isn't it? Right? I don't know
No.
the economics. I don't know the money, but that report was from reliable source. But yeah, some of the franchises are going for a shit ton of money, and like what Ken said, winning the Super Bowl probably boosted it like a motherfucker.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was. I have to find it, man. I swear, I just seen something from the NFL talking about only being worth 14 billion or something. I was like, what? That seems really low.
It does seem low. I'm not
Yeah,
buying
yeah, I'm not buying it either. So
it. Yeah, so I don't know about the Jaylen Brown thing. Again, as a guy that
terrible.
bleeds green, I will see how it plays out. I didn't think we are going to do anything this season either, but we did. So we'll see.
Sorry to bring bad news, but I had to talk to you about it. I had to ask you, get your take.
I mean, it's we haven't talked about it. It's concerning. Who knows, man? They got a lot of young talent. The 3-star days are over where you need these 3 stars. Now it's just like if Tatum can carry with his role players and they get the right guys in the right places. I tried to convince myself. I'm like, Paul George will just post up and he'll be able to hit the corner threes or be able to hit the top of the key threes, and I'm trying to convince myself that there's something I'm not seeing, but I don't see it.
Maybe they're gonna make another move, and he'll be part of a transition.
But I like Porzingis, so what do I know, right?
He played all right with you guys there.
He played great.
And then where did he go? Atlanta or something? Where did he go?
Golden
He
State.
went everywhere. Now he's in.
Yeah,
Golden
he's played
State.
everywhere. You're right. Atlanta, Golden State.
Well, he's sick or something. Something's wrong with him. That he has some medical condition that makes him really fatigued. Right?
Sounds like my podcast partner.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Wow. Shots fired.
All right, let's roll into Arizona sports history. Our last segment. You guys down to get into that?
Let's go.
No.
And we're done. It's over. It's over.
Snoop,
already.
did you know that Michael Jordan played at the Madhouse on McDowell in 1984?
Do you have that on the screen here? I did not know that. Oh, well, in the Olympics. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. 1984, July 21st, at the Madhouse in McDowell, Michael Jordan, his airness, the GOAT, had 27 points on 9 of 14 shooting for Team USA, and they beat a squad of NBA All-Stars 84-72 for an Olympic warm-up game in front of 14,600 at the Madhouse on McDowell. Oh, man. Dude, check this out. Sam Perkins, Patrick Ewing, Walter Davis, Alex English, Larry Nance.
I love Alex English.
Yeah, dude.
I do too.
54% from the field. But I did not know this, Snoop. This is a sick picture right here. Love that building, but I did not know this. Fucking badass.
Have you ever seen Michael Jordan play live, either one of you?
3 times.
No, I haven't.
3 times?
3 times. Once as a 26-year-old, once as a 34-year-old, and once as a 40-year-old.
Saw Larry, Parrish, McHale, Dennis Johnson, I think 84, 83, somewhere around there. But no, I've never seen Jordan.
I saw him play baseball.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. The Scorpions, right?
You mean when he was suspended for gambling from the NBA?
I saw him play blackjack like 20 feet from me.
I gotta find the thing now. Hold on.
One time at
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I don't know anything about it, dude. I'm just being an idiot.
Saw him play blackjack a while ago. Nice soundbite. Carter, turn your smoke alarm off.
What am I doing?
Yeah, was that you?
Was that you?
Your smoke alarm? You didn't hear it?
I'm not smoking.
Somebody has one.
I heard something. I don't
know. Maybe there's something in the background.
Dude, it always happens when you're asleep, usually, huh?
Yeah. You just got to keep a broom next to your bed so you can smash it down.
Is that the move? Break the shit out of it.
You don't keep a broom next to your bed? What are you, weird?
No, I put a battery in it like a normal freaking person, man.
2:30 in the morning.
That's fucking funny.
I got my step ladder. I'm ready to go. Let's go, fellas. Look, I got my battery. Right
Is that because you didn't know your original ladder? You got to go with your step ladder. Your original ladder walked out on you.
Like one of those like mini ones you use in the kitchen, the 3 like little stairs. Keep it under your bed.
You know what? I do actually have a step ladder, probably within like I'd say 10 feet of my room. I could go.
I got a step ladder within probably 20 feet. Yeah.
If I get it. So.
How about you, Hayward? Do you have a step ladder?
It's Haywood, man, not Hayward.
Hayward.
Oh, that's fucking funny. That's fucking funny.
Sorry,
Oh,
we've interrupted AZ Sports. My bad.
Dude, what?
That is you, Carter.
What?
You didn't hear it? The smoke. Oh, shit. Okay, well, pay attention. It was like every 2 minutes.
You hear it now?
I hear you tapping on something.
I'm trying to figure out what that
tap,
was.
tap, taparoo. Like Happy Gilmore over there. Just give it a little tappy.
Go to your home.
That's fucking
Why
funny.
you go to your home? That was not me. That's not here. That's you, Snoop.
No. Dude,
Teddy Roosevelt back there is making noise, dude.
No, I could probably point the camera at my smoke detector and the light is green, dude.
I can tell you matter-of-factly that is not in this house.
Whatever.
Inside joke. Inside joke.
Oh.
Inside joke.
You guys
I can't hold it no more. It's new sound.
I can't even figure out. I'm like,
well, we had the great.
Shit, dude.
We had Flex from Jersey on a couple months ago, and if you could watch this episode every 5 minutes, it's ding, ding, ding. So Snoop made a damn sound bar for it just to fuck with our guests. That's fucking funny. That's fucking
3
funny.
hours we talked.
Who's out there?
3 hours we talked to him, and it was chirping the whole time.
Was it really?
And
Yeah.
dude, the funniest part about all of it is no one said a word about it. Like, we never addressed the chirp in the room. Like, it just went on the whole
stream. Yeah.
That's a t-shirt, by the way. Never address the chirp in the room. That's funny.
Next one, Snoop. Let's pull it up. Let's talk about it. This day in Arizona sports history. Let's pull it on up. So on this day, July 21st, 1988, the Phoenix Cardinals held their first ever full squad training camp at the confines of NAU in Flagstaff.
Hey, NAU.
Way back, 1988, the Cardinals had their training camp there for 24 years, ending in 2012. So in honor of training camp, I went up there tons of times with Dad. It was freaking intimate, awesome. No better place to go watch training camp than up in Flagstaff. There was nobody there, Snoop. There's times there was like maybe 10, 15, 20 fans there. Like, when we were horrible, obviously. But
Like today?
yeah, like today. But yeah, way back then, driving up the hill, I got a lot of great memories up there, man. Hanging out with players, media, stuff like that. Just all in all, man, I have so many stories about Flagstaff. It's just awesome. Take a day trip up there. I wish camp was still there, to be honest with you. It was fucking intimate. Like, nobody was there. You could fucking just go up to players and talk to them. Like,
I would go with you if it was up in Flag. I would go with you.
It was 79 up there.
I don't care to go here, but I would go to Flag just to go to Flagstaff.
So a couple cool stories, Carter. Alec Faneca, the Hall of Fame lineman from the Steelers. I know
Faneca, the Faneca brothers. I know
Yeah,
those
so
guys.
I met him at practice. He invited me to go have a couple beers with him. I drank with him and Mike Jarecki at a bar downtown Flag. A couple other stories. Calais Campbell's first ever practice. Nobody knew who the hell he was. Nobody was hanging out with him. I talked to him for like 15, 20 minutes. Cool ass freaking guy. Full circle. I hung out with him last year for a few minutes at camp, 20 years later. Just full circle. Some cool ass stories. Like the year we went to the Super Bowl, there's a couple captains on the team. Sean Morey and I want to say Tim Hightower. I don't know if you remember him, the running back.
You know Paul Faneca?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. Okay. Okay. Like,
come on, dude.
Oh, dude, that would be a cool idea, actually.
Yeah, if you're interested.
That'd be a cool idea. But, like, just a bunch of cool stories up there. I can go on and on and on. Played Madden with some of the linemen once on the dorm. It was just awesome. One time, Wolf It was at a community college because there was some bad weather and they changed the location. Wolf brought me on the practice field during the practice once. That was fucking badass. That was fucking badass.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, you love training camp, man. I didn't realize it's been in your blood that many years.
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, that's great, Harold's Almanac. That's great, brother.
Yeah.
People don't understand.
I don't care. I'm gonna say it. He doesn't. My real name is not Haywood. Obviously, it's Mike, but he calls me Mark. And Matt
It's Harold.
every
He calls
single
him Harold.
time.
Hey,
He calls,
what's up, Harold's Almanac?
dude, no bullshit. He's talked to me like 60 plus times.
It's you again, Matt. What's
Yeah,
up,
he always.
Mark?
Yeah. It's not like it was back in my day with two-a-days, brother.
Puking all over your pads and then making some rook carry them.
Yeah, but yeah, a little training camp, man. I love it. I love it. Runs deep. I gotta find it, but I have a picture with my dad with me and all the Ryans, Buddy, Rex, and the other one when they were coaching here, like in 1992. I want to say.
Is it a picture of your feet or is it a picture of
Shit.
Come on, Snoop. You're supposed to laugh at that foot joke.
I was trying to think of the other Ryan's name. I missed the foot joke. Say it again.
Buddy.
Say it again.
Buddy, Rex.
Buddy, Rex.
Rex was the one with the foot.
Yeah, Rex likes the feet.
Yeah. What was the other Ryan brother's name?
There was another one. I forget his fucking name.
The long-haired guy.
I think that's his Rex. He was smoking on the sidelines.
Rex had grayer hair, shorter, but there was the long-haired Ryan brother. I can't remember. Oh man, you guys gonna make me look it up, dog.
Okay, it's all good. All right, let's go. Next Arizona sports history, Snoop. When you're ready, we'll pull it up. I think.
No, I'm not ready. I'm looking up. Buddy Ryan.
Rob
Ryan.
Rob Ryan. The long hair.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So now, what you got now, Haywood?
Hayward.
Hayward. What do you?
Hey, Harold. What do you got now?
Hey, come on, Matt. Get on it.
All right, let's rock.
All right, Marky Mark.
Marky Mark. Back on this date, 7/18/1999, Joe Prosky, a.k.a. Magic Fingers was his nickname, was the Suns' only athletic trainer in their history at that point. He retired after 32 years with the franchise, 40 years in the professional sports industry, and 41 years as a trainer. That goes back to college. He worked 2,789 games, including playoffs, to the great Joe Prosky. Did you know that about Magic Fingers was his nickname, Snoop?
Dude, no, because I thought your mother was the only one that called me
that.
Joe Prosky was the legend in the Valley for keeping the Phoenix Suns healthy for all the years of the Phoenix Suns.
He looks like the painter. What's the painter's name?
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. Pretty little tree.
He does. Dude, I met Joe Prosky a few times.
He does look like Bob Ross.
He does.
Prosky was the shit, dude.
Yeah, I met Joe a few times when I was a ball boy and in the offices. Yeah, he's a legend. You know, he kept the Suns healthy. He was one of the best in the business.
Yes, he was. And he trained Aaron Nelson, who became one of the best in the business too.
Yeah,
right?
Aaron Nelson followed in his footsteps and was good. And he's the son of the other Nelson, Don Nelson.
Don Nelson, one of the winningest coach of all time.
Nelson, yeah.
But yeah, pretty freaking cool, man. Pretty cool. Joe
Shout
Prosky.
out to Joe Prosky. Yeah.
He does look like the guy from TBS, some painting.
Yeah. Bob Ross, yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Pretty little trees.
He looks like if Jonah grew an afro.
Oh shit, my old co-host.
A little bit, yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Hey, shout out to Jonah. He's going to be coming on my podcast. I booked him, the Philosopher King, dude.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Woo woo. Love the Jonah. I haven't talked to him in a while. Damn it.
We're going to be talking about the craziest topic, too. I don't want to say it right now because we're live, but I'll tell you guys off stream. I'll tell both of you. But it's going to be coming out on probably Sunday for subscribers and Tuesday for the rest of the poors. And I can't wait because it's going to be a fun conversation with the Philosopher King himself, Jonah.
Dope.
Yeah, I can't wait.
That's what I got for Arizona sports history, Snoop.
I got one bit of history. that I'm saving for the very end. So if you guys are ready to be, this is a touchy topic, but it's a piece of history that's very fascinating, and so it's ironic because it leads into what I'm going to be talking about in my episode with the Philosopher King. But there's a hockey franchise called the Windsor Swastikas. Have you
What?
gentlemen heard of the Windsor Swastikas?
This is a real fucking team.
This is a real team, and they were about in the 1905. And yeah,
Back when, Stoop?
1905. So before the Germans really, coined the the whole movement.
We on the Pick Is In podcast do not condone racism. Just to let y'all know, first and foremost. But I didn't know fucking that either, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, so here's some stats. We got the Windsor Swastikas were a Canadian ice hockey team in Windsor, Nova Scotia from 1905 to 1916. Not to be confused with the Ferney Swastikas across the country in British Columbia. The swastikas was chosen by then, as the swastika is also a symbol of luck and success, and at the time did not have the stigma associated with the then non-existent Nazi party.
Wow. Canadian. All right. Yeah, very, very touchy, I would say.
I'm going to pull us out of this hole. I got a Boston sports history one today. 1978.
Ooh, Carter's dropping.
Yeah, Yaz hit his 400th home run. Boom.
Oh, no shit.
Boom. Really? On today's date?
Yeah, Yaz.
Damn,
there you go.
That's a good one.
And I have seen Yaz multiple times. Dozens, if not, dozens of times.
Yastrzemski?
Oh, yeah. Yaz, Burleson.
I've seen his son play. I've seen his son play, or grandson play.
I wanted his grandson to be good. I really did.
He was on the Giants. I'm not sure where he's at now.
Yeah, he was on the Giants. And you know what? He came to Boston, and came to Fenway, and he hit a home run.
We talked about it. We were doing like this day in sports history, putting out like a couple weeks worth, and one of the days we talked about Yaz.
Yeah, love Yaz. One of my favorites.
It's funny. In my past week's episode of Here's the Thing, I talked to this guy, and we talked about a story where I lost a hat that Mickey Mantle's nephew gave me.
Whoa!
From Mickey Mantle?
No, it was like a Kangol style hat, like a LL Cool J Kangol style hat. But Mickey Mantle's nephew gave it to me. Like,
was it signed by Mickey Mantle?
No, it's just from his nephew, dude.
You're not
Give him shit.
But I mean, I met Mickey Mantle's brother too. His dad used to come in, and he was in the HBO special about Mickey Mantle. Listen, guy. Listen, I'll tell you something about Mickey Mantle's nephew, my friend Rob. Okay, his name's Rob Mantle, and he was there the day. Here's a story for you. Okay, he was there the day. You know the movie Casino where they land the plane on the golf course? Rob Mantle worked at that golf course and was there when that plane landed.
Really? That's a good story. That's a good story.
And so he gave me a Kangol hat one time. Okay, now does he got some street cred?
Was it in the plane in the movie? Snoop, I love fucking with you. You're awesome.
Oh,
you're good.
It's all good. I love it too. But listen, we need to wrap this up because Daddy's got to eat dinner. The dog is going crazy. Oh man, this dog is I don't know, he's been a pistol lately. He's just been very needy, crying, like he'll keep clawing at the door until I open it. I don't know why he's not usually like this needy.
Well, Carter, thanks for coming on, brother. It's been a while. We missed you. Hope you enjoyed the last segment. That was kind of cool. We do the Arizona sports history at the end.
Yeah,
that's something we've been doing.
Love you guys. You guys are awesome. I listen every week, at least.
Come up more. Come up more. You always have an open invitation. You come up whenever you want, man. You see we're live. You just fucking click the link.
Sweet, man. I appreciate the invite, and thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, I'm going to plug your page one more time. Snoop, pull it up. Go follow our boy, Carter. That's right. That's right. Odds are podcast product coming out. Go see all of his bets. He's been dropping bets on there lately. So go win some money and go support my boy. And we got big things coming from him. So until next week, we love everybody. Thank you so very much for coming on and tuning in every Thursday. Snoop is on one. Forgive my co-host, everybody.
Nuh-uh. Allegedly. My monster's empty. I don't have anything to choose with. My monster
We're gonna get you a
is
mug.
empty. I'm not a mug guy. I don't drink out of the mug.
Stay tuned next week as we have some more Cardinals talk and all of our other stuff that we normally do. So, love you, Snoop. We need a
Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Right.